landscape coming through for you?
Oh, I haven't. Got to click the link so it'll come through on the stream.
I like it. It's actually at 100%. It seems like it's the right level background.
Yeah,
Nice.
I actually turn it down. So if it gets too low, because I don't like to be trying to yell over the music and everything. But if you guys want it up, you can always control your volume individually. So that's one thing I like about the web player.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I've got it going now.
Very good.
Well,
What time do we got here?
I'll throw in the link to my stream if you guys want to join.
That'd be great.
Bump up my viewership.
Yeah.
And then we got to mute the tab when we join. Right, that's the thing. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, mute the tab. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely mute that tab.
And so where are we throwing this, in the general?
Yeah,
channel?
I'll throw it in the general, the link.
Very good. Is everybody on? Who's on? Can you see the map? Can you see the overland of the Grand March?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the party token.
Yep. This is the representative of one half of the party currently, right? This is going to be Loman, Brennus, just Loman and Brennus for now, actually.
Brennus.
Oh, and of course, Shadow.
Loman and
Brennus Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Shadow.
So they're crossing the Great River towards Hakak.
They've already. I'll read it to you in a second. I got it all prepped. Yeah, they've left. All right, so here's the introduction. I'll just read this to you guys. So, once a small and thriving farming community, Orlane has become a maze of locked doors and frightened faces. Strangers are shunned in the town, trade has withered, and that's one thing that Hochach relies heavily on is farming from that area, and that the trade between the city and the farming community has all but dried up. So there's a lot of rumors that have been flourishing and growing wilder with each retelling in the taverns. And terrified peasants have been fleeing their homes, abandoning their farms with no explanation. But others have simply disappeared. And no one seems to understand the cause of the decay. There's no clues and no explanation. So the city has tasked you with investigating. This would be Brennus and Loman and Kober, but Kober is coming. He's spending a few more days in the city, and he's gonna make his way to Orlane in a few days.
Okay.
But you've been tasked with investigating, and they offer up a large reward if you can find it and eliminate. Not just find, but eliminate the problem that plagues the village. Again, this is a pretty important farming community. They get a lot of their produce from this area. So, some of the more recent rumors that have spread around in the tavern talk has one of them is a sorcerer from the Valley of the Mage has moved into the dim forest and he's working his foul enchantments there, but they don't go any more specific than that. There's another one too that you've heard around where it's the well water throughout the village of Orlane has been poisoned by a powerful drug, and this is causing people to go insane and murder their families or drag them off into the night. That's another one you've heard. So you set out from Hochus along the east road. It's actually the Duke's Highway, and then the Realm Stream, which is this river that you see right here, is quickly crossed at the shallow ford as you follow a caravan track that winds along the south side of a narrow creek. The plains here are flat and grassy, though there's large cottonwood and oak trees that grow along the stream. But in general, the plain is unforested. So let me share some images with you of this. So this is about what you see.
Wow.
Nice.
The road that you guys see. So you got you're following along the south side. And then, yeah, so let me get you going here.
It's kind of eerie looking.
Slightly eerie. Yeah.
some early morning fog.
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah.
So you spend the first day, and like I was telling you guys before, you spend the first day traveling, and it's pretty uneventful. Every dozen or so miles, there's watchtowers that have been erected by the city to kind of keep the roads safe from bandits and brigands. So yeah, about every 12 miles you run into, a watchtower with a couple of soldiers posted up there keeping an eye on everything, and it's pretty uneventful for the first day. So let me advance the day here. Okay, let me broadcast this to you guys.
Oh, there's
So the
two
sec-
moons.
Yep, Greyhawk.
Yeah, I got the
That's-
the moon set up on this sucker.
Nice.
So yeah, so again, in the second day, it's more of the same. You're just it's been very uneventful. It's kind of the road is in the best shape. It hasn't been maintenance a lot. It's a little bit overgrown. It's kind of rough and rocky. If you were to pull a cart along this highway, it's pretty rough. But other than that, though, you're on foot, and it's a pretty easy walk. So you make it to the end of the second day without any event. You've traveled, I would say, about about 60 miles that you've traveled. It's about a 3-day journey from Hochach to Orlane. So you're about a day out. You're going here. And let's see, Loman, I'm just gonna pick one of you at random to do this. Could you give me a die save on the tower?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Benros, I have a good feeling about this. This shouldn't be too much trouble.
I hope so.
All right, guys. So, and thank you for that, by the way. Okay, so let's do this. So late on the third day, you enter into a grove of oak trees. The sun begins to set behind the distant hills. As you make your way along the path, you hear a loud struggle up ahead. A woman can be heard crying out, "Unhand me or I'll kill you. Let me go." So you hear a struggle like very close up ahead. You can make it out, and you can just hear this woman screaming out, "I'll kill you. Let me go." Let me get you guys the map here.
Rush ahead as fast as my stubby legs will take me.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice
let
map.
me- I'm gonna close this. I can hear myself talking. I hate it. I got like the echo back.
Well, the echo.
Yeah, it's killing me.
Is that from the streaming or where's
I
it
don't
from?
know what it's from. I don't have the streaming open because I was afraid that was gonna happen. But
So you mute the tab, yeah.
I can just hear myself. Yeah, make sure that all you guys are muted because I could hear
You know what?
myself.
Let me mute.
I'm on headphones, so it shouldn't come through mine.
Okay. Let me get you guys going here with this.
Did you get the message from George?
I did not, no. I
He
messaged
said
him twice today,
he
but
said
I
he'd
didn't.
be off of work in 30 minutes.
Oh, great. Then he can come in and pick up Garrick.
Yep.
Cool.
Says be home
Very
in 30
good.
minutes.
Very good. Okay, let me open this up for you guys. Okay, so Loman, Brennus, Shadow, what are you doing? Like I was saying, you hear the sound, and it sounds like it's coming from in this direction right here. So that would be your southeast of you, southeast. and fairly close. So tell me what you guys are doing. Theatrics me.
Vendors would say, Loman, we should check this out. Seems to be someone in trouble.
Yes, after you.
And I will make my way down towards
I will follow.
the sound.
Okay.
And of course, Shadow would. I would.
I'm gonna assume that the dog is always. Yeah, you can lasso if you want to not have to move them individually. You can just lasso yourself and your dog
And how would
and
I
move
do
it.
that?
At the top of the map, you should see selection mode.
Okay.
It's where you can clear target. There's target mode and clear target. You should
Right.
see selection mode right there. You should be able to lasso it so you don't have to do it individually every time. Okay, what's your movement on both of you guys?
60 for
Mine-
me, I think.
Mine is 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
60.
6.
Okay, so 60. Okay.
Yep.
So you can move up to the limit. So are you going to be moving up to the limit of your movement? You can. Looks like Brennis, you can move another 10 feet
All right.
approximately, and Loman, you can move another 5. What's the movement on your dog, by the way?
Let's see here. Movement. Man, I'm not seeing it. Oh, move
That's
is 12. Move is 12.
Oh, he can. Yeah. So, but he's staying with you, so he can go up to
Yeah,
120 feet. Okay.
I commanded him to heal, so
Okay.
he's going to be right
Loman, you
next
can.
to me.
Loman, you can go another 10 feet, by the way, and Brennis, you can do another 5.
Okay, I think I
Go ahead.
spotted something this direction, so I'm gonna start when I went past. So I'm gonna head this way.
Okay. So Loman, through the trees right there, you can seem to make out. It looks like there's a large group of people struggling, but you can't through all the branches. Like I said, this is a really thick, gnarled oak grove, right? And you can see something going on through those branches, but you're not quite sure. It looks like a bunch of people jumbled together, just like tussling with something.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like trouble, Benrus. Be ready.
Okay,
All
give
right,
me guys.
seeing that Loman changed direction, I will follow Loman.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. Does it look like we could get through the brush here, or do
You
we
can
need to
at
go
half
around?
move.
Okay.
You can get through it at half movement.
Okay.
Yeah. So and give me a second here.
Sure.
All right. So let's do this. You guys are gonna like this. Hope. Been a while since I've run 2E2. So you'll have to bear with me while I get my sea legs with it. But I'm usually am pretty good at prepping everything.
No worries.
But there's some stuff about the UI. I'm using Sterno's
Oh,
extension, which I love because it has that radial menu options on the combat tracker, which is just
yes.
a lifesaver. But it's like, okay, come on, play. Oh, it's just getting sticky. There it is. Okay. Ah, there we go. We got some John Carpenter music going on
Yeah.
right here.
Like the thing.
Yep.
I
Big
love it.
fan of that. Okay. So you two can get off another a set of movements. So do you want to try to make your way through the brambles right there, or do you want to go around the tree?
I'm trying to go through the brambles.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead and move. Go ahead and move.
So half 30.
Half. Yep. Is there a wall there and you cannot do it? Because I can move you for you if you want. Yeah. If it blocks you ever, just tell me and I'll move it.
Okay, yeah. The chart went to there.
Okay. Yeah, and then let me unlock what you see here. Once you both get through. Okay. So, let me describe this scene that you just jumped into right here. Okay. I'll have to change the text a little because you guys went through the brambles, but you rush forward through the through the underbrush and through these branches and this thick gnarled oaks, right? And following the sound and come into a small glade surrounded by more gnarled oak trees. Before you stands a woman, human, perhaps mid-30s. She is fighting off 6 individuals and losing. They appear to be trying to tie her up. Okay. Something strange catches your eye, though, observing this scene. These people, they don't look like brigands. They look like simple farmers and children. It literally looks like a farming family is trying to murder somebody and tie them up. These don't look like warriors or brigands of thieves or anything like that. These look like just simple farming folk, and they all wear well-worn tunics and breeches. Their belts are made of hemp, and they carry no swords that you can see. Yet they move with unison and purpose, as if they have done this before. You see two men, two women, and a young boy and girl. It literally looks like two pairs of a family, two families. That's what you see trying to tackle and tie up a woman who is you can't really, all you can tell about her is that she's human and she looks to be in her mid-30s. A breeze picks up, and somewhere far off in the grove behind them, you hear a wind chime play an insane tune. It just, all of a sudden, you just hear a wind chime off, catches your attention. The woman cries out again, "Help! Get these lunatics off of me! Help!" Ball's in your court, guys.
Hey. Hey, what's going on here?
No answer. Time's ticking.
Okay. I'm gonna charge this one and try non-lethal, like with my staff.
Okay. That's going to be, that's one of the men right there. So you're going to try to knock him out non-lethal.
Yes.
Brennis, what are you going to try to do?
For some reason, I can't. It's pitch black for me.
Might be the occluders. You're still kind of in the brush a bit.
You might need to come forward.
How's that for you?
Still same thing.
All right.
Well, there we go.
Your
There
dog.
we go.
You had your
My
dog
dog.
selected. Yeah. your
Yeah.
dog. Okay. So you
Okay.
guys you easily made it into the glade before. So there, I just moved you up there. All right. What are you doing, Brennis?
I am going to. Where is the woman at?
The woman that you can see is right here in the center of this mess of people.
Yeah, the occluders are obscuring her a bit.
All right, I'm going to rush forward, and I'm going to try and get myself in between the woman and
How's
the.
that? Can you see
There we
through the
go.
trees now? Yeah, you can. I can open the trees for you guys.
All right.
I think we need it to the north a bit opened up.
Yeah.
Let's try this. How's that?
Yeah,
There we go.
that's good.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, George. Or what was that? What were you doing?
I'm going to make my way towards the woman, and I'm going to try and get me in between the woman and these farmers,
Mm-hmm.
along with Shadow, and see if I can interpose myself in between. And I'm going to yell out. I'm going to yell out and hold on. Let's not go to and any violence here.
Who's farmers, Roger?
What was that?
I said, who said they were farmers? All right,
Oh.
let's get those initiatives. Let's get in the initiatives going. You don't need to roll one for Shadow. I have it auto initiative on all NPCs.
Okay.
I'm just gonna need both of you guys to roll, and we use weapon speed, so roll from your weapon if you're using one. If you're not, then just give me a static initiative.
And do you want it in the tower or in the chat?
No, initiative can just be in the chat. Most
Okay.
other roles in the tower, but initiative, no. It's not important for you
Okay.
guys.
We both got the same.
Okay. See what we got.
We're moving in sync.
Yep.
Yep, unison. My wife, you need to roll initiative, sweetie.
Sorry. I didn't know I was in there. Okay. Second.
I might have to help her in a minute.
No, I
Just
got
give me
it.
a second.
I didn't realize I was supposed to roll.
There's
Nice.
baby, you need to unmute me too because I can't hear you at all.
Oh.
Make sure that I'm not mute. Remember how we muted each other when we were sitting next to each other on the bed because we didn't want the
Yes.
echo? You need to go into Discord and unmute me. I might have to help her with that in a second, guys. So you might have to step away. Okay. So, all right, Loman. Let's
I
see what we
did.
got here.
I did unmute you. You can't hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay, I hear you both.
All right. So
Hmm.
Shadow
Spencer, you can't
reacts
hear me?
first. So what are you doing here with your dog?
Spencer, can you hear your wife on Discord?
I can't at all.
Oh, you have her
Uh,
muted.
I can hear everybody.
Yeah, I think you might have her muted.
All right, let me check
Yeah,
it here.
that's it. Because I already unmuted him, so thank you.
Okay.
From.
All right, babe, say something again.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, now I can hear you. It's
Yeah?
the user.
Okay.
The user volume was down. Yeah, it's because sometimes when we play, we sit next to each other on the bed, and you know how that. Have you ever played with somebody else in the same room? You get the echo back.
Yeah.
So we muted each other. Okay. All right. Let's pause this. It's getting a little bit too much for me to handle right now. This music.
Too intense.
Okay, Shadow is up. You can send your dog into the fray there, Brennis.
I will do that. And I don't know what command to give. I want him to go in between the woman and these other people.
Guard.
Guard. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll point to what is it, Talisha?
Yeah,
Talissa,
Talissa.
yeah.
Talissa. I'll point
Yeah.
towards Talissa and say guard.
Okay, I don't know if you and I like. I'm gonna let a lot of things fly with the dog right now and what he's trained. But like I was messaging you earlier, I have a few ideas on how to handle it and how many tricks he can do and how to kind of advance him and make it fun. But we'll talk about that like after the game. For
Yeah,
now, like I'll allow you to send him in there, and you basically want him to get in between her and the enemies. That's fine. So he can go up to 120 feet. So you can get him in there. Go ahead and move your token in there. Okay. I'm considering unlocking it, you guys, because I'm just.
Sometimes it's easier.
Sometimes that works better.
Yeah. So so you're not
So
going to
if you
do
do
anything
have it
else.
unlocked, you can tell your movement by holding down the Alt key while you drag your token.
I'm sorry. Say again, Scoot. What now?
If you hold down Alt when you drag
Yeah.
your token, that'll do the movement. It'll show the movement.
When it's unlocked, yeah.
Yeah,
when it's unlocked.
let's do that. I'm gonna do that actually. The only reason, just wait until everybody announces their actions before you start moving, though. That's the only thing I ask. I'll unlock it, but just wait until I say go. All right. So, okay. So Loman, let's see. All right. So Shadow, that's it. You end its turn. Could you end his turn? Just hit down.
Yep.
Okay, Talissa, you guys wouldn't know her name, but what are you got two people? They've kind of their attention has been shifted from you to these new uninvited guests that just came barreling through the oak trees. So Whereas before you had 4 hands, kind of gripping you. You have 2 of them they kind of have a loose grip on either side of you. It's the man and woman on either side of you, and they have a loose grip on your arm on both sides of you.
Okay.
Weapon
Which
is
one's
on
the
the
man?
ground.
My weapon is on the ground, or there?
Yeah. Yep.
So my club is
Yeah.
on the
What
ground.
what weapon do you have in your inventory?
Um, I have. Well, I
I
have a
gotta
club
turn you
and
up too.
I have a club and a sickle.
Okay. Let me adjust your volume a little bit better here. Right click. There we go. All right. Say again. You got a club and a sickle.
A club and a sickle.
Your sickle is about a foot away from you on the ground. But like I said, you're restrained. So what are you gonna try to do?
So my arms are restrained.
Lightly, both
Okay,
sides of
well,
you.
I'm definitely trying to free myself, and I'm going to spit in the face of the man
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Okay.
and knee him in the
Uh-huh.
crotch
Amber,
if I
why are
can.
you always getting captured?
Yeah, she just likes to do that. She likes to do that.
I'm an easy target, I guess.
And did you say you're going for your weapon on the ground, or you're just trying to knee him and just basically get free
I,
of their grip?
yeah, I mean, if I can also in this movement go for my weapon on the ground, I will do that as well.
Why don't you give me a dex in the tower? Just roll a dex check in the tower.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So you said you spit in one of their faces and kneed
The
him?
man, the man on the side. I don't know which one is the man, the villager 1 or villager 4.
It's not really important in this
Okay,
case,
well, I spit in
but
the man's face on my side.
okay, and then you said you kneed him in the
Kneed
crotch,
him in the crotch and
and then
grabbed my
and
weapon.
so how are you going for your weapon? Did you dive for it? Did you bend down to get? I mean, how are you? Describe it to me what you're doing.
Um, After I spit in his face, I I just I dive for it really.
Okay, so you're able to hit like you're able to accomplish your goal, which is you got semi-free of these 2 because they're distracted by these new visitors that just came into the clearing. You actually got free and managed to dive down and land on this, or you landed next to your sickle and you're able to put your hand on it, but that's it for the round. But you do have your weapon back in your hand. So
Good.
yeah, so at this point you can end your turn. Okay, at this point, this lunatic here in the forefront, who looks like literally like Farmer John right here, he comes running. He comes running at Brennis full speed with a knife in his hand, and he has this blank look. He doesn't look mad. He doesn't look sad. He doesn't look anything. He looks completely blank and psychotic. He's coming right at Brennis with his knife drawn. He runs up full speed and just starts stabbing. He just starts. So let's see here. So that's a swing and a miss. He was trying to bury that dagger into your neck,
All right.
and completely, just looked like he was, just going for a Sunday evening stroll. There's, like I said, there was no anger in his face, and
Hmm.
he's just stabbing. He just wanted to put that knife right in your neck.
No eyes wide or anything like that. Just
No, just completely normal look on his face, like he was going for a walk. So
huh.
you got another guy here. This one right here turns to Talissa, and I need to get you. I love that. By the way, guys, the we have when the tokens are stacked, you're gonna notice that we have a plugin which will allow you to select the correct token. So like if you have two tokens that are stacked on top of each other, you'll notice that when you click on the token, you're going to get like the sub menu that pops up above it that's going to show all the selections. Like with this dog, Roger, you could see it in action. If you click on your dog, you're going to notice that you should see.
Oh yeah, two pictures come up. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So
Oh, that's
this
awesome.
Yeah,
helps with the stacking.
that works.
Now if I could
How
just
come the enemies are not on the combat tracker?
I have them hidden.
Oh, okay. So on purpose.
I'm testing. Yeah, I'm testing something.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way, and I also even toyed with the idea of not even showing you if you hit or miss. I've toyed with. There's a few things I've toyed with, but I think it's nice to show some of the rolls. You know what I mean? We already do
Yeah.
a lot in the tower, and it makes it more work for me. That's mainly the thing too. Is I'd have to, you know, every single thing. But there's pros to it too. Like I can fudge something that's just ridiculous, and you guys would never be any wiser. But because I'm not that sadistic, you know, I don't want to kill everybody.
You aren't like
Yet
me at all.
Not
Damn.
yet,
and
anyway.
I'm not that sadistic. I mean, we do have too many elves in the party. I might try to kill off an elf or two, but
Well, that's what
all
you
right.
got me for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
All
you
right.
got moment we're in the clear.
Yeah, you guys are in the clear for now. All right. So this is a little boy here. The little boy turns to you like Gage or in Pet Cemetery. And he has his knife in his hand, and he looks at Talissa, and he calmly walks up and just starts stabbing. He just starts stabbing at you. So let's see.
We got
And
two.
he hits. He actually connects right on your
Ooh.
shoulder, Talissa.
Oh, that little
Ouch.
twerp.
First
And,
blood.
and and it definitely draws blood right, from your right shoulder. The kid got a good shot in. He landed that dagger right and like in your shoulder blade, but it kind of skimmed off a little bit. It wasn't too deep. It just kind of a slice across the top of your shoulder. Okay,
Ouch.
Loman.
Okay, well, I guess this guy came to us, so I don't have to go too far to take a swing at him.
Nope. Great, and you guys use the facing indicators. I know you guys all know how to do it, but that'll give me it. Don't worry about it if you haven't done it up until this point, but just try to remember to use the facing. Yeah. I'm not too crazy about it because I'm going to assume, what you guys are doing, but it does become important with things like flanking and
Oh!
et cetera, et cetera. Oh,
Way to start us out.
okay, Loman. What were you attacking? What were you attacking with?
Quarterstaff.
Okay, so you swung with your quarterstaff and it almost flew out of your hand. The guy ducked it easily, almost flew out of your hand. I know John allows us to split the movement. My other DM, Scoot, he doesn't.
Hell
There's
no.
like so I'm debating on how to handle that. I honestly kind of prefer allowing the split movement because we're talking about a full minute of combat in 2E.
Right.
So, but in this case, if you do try after swinging to move away, he's definitely going to get a pot shot after you. So
Yeah.
let's go with the split movement for now. But I trust you guys to keep track of your own movement, because I got enough things to juggle as it is. So try to keep track of the math and check it. I'll check it too, but I mean, it would greatly help me if you guys keep track
Sure.
All right.
of how much your movement. Okay, so you can move away at this point, but after that fumble, I don't. I'm gonna say no. After that critical fell right there, it almost flew out of your hand. So you're gonna end your turn, but just know that we can split movement in the combat if the situation dictates itself. So Brennis, you are up. Got a lunatic. You got a fat, bald farmer with a knife standing in front of you that is just looks like he wants to poke you with that blade again.
Okay, so Brendan is going to draw his bastard sword.
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to swing, but he is going to use non-lethal damage.
Okay, you guys, non-lethal damage. I wish John was here because this is something I don't know how it's handled in 2E. Who's the non-lethal damage person here? Scoot?
What's up?
Non-lethal damage with a bastard sword. How would you handle this, buddy?
Well, he's going
Yeah.
to be hitting with the flat of the blade.
Yep.
Yeah. But how would you roll? I mean, the hit is fine. You just roll a normal to hit. But with damage, how's the damage look like on that?
Well, the way that I would run it is the damage is going to be non-lethal damage, but equivalent of what it is. There's a non-lethal. There are non-lethal tables.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. I think I have an idea of how to run it right now, but I'm going to take a note of this. Hold on.
Yeah, there are non-lethal tables.
Yeah, I've seen him. I just couldn't remember it off the top of my head. Non-lethal.
And so there's a threshold that can knock them out.
Yeah, I think I know how to handle this in this situation right now, but I've taken note of it. This is a rule check that I will do. This is what I do too, guys. If I don't know something, I kind of expedite it, and I ask the group as a whole how you want to run it, and then we resolve how we're going to run it later. I don't usually like holding it up for too long with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you had the same number of non-lethal hit points as
Exactly.
other hit points.
Exactly.
If you go below 0, you go unconscious.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. All right, go ahead and take a swing at that guy with the flat of the blade. This is going to be interesting. You got to target him first, though, buddy.
Oh no! What?
Maybe you don't need to target him. So, I
Off
don't
to a
think you
good
have to
start.
target. Yeah. So you swung at the bald, fat farmer in front of you, and again, it was probably because you're used to swinging that bastard sword correctly,
Yep.
trying to decapitate things, which in this case resulted in you missing spectacularly. So go ahead and end your turn, bud.
Spencer?
Yeah.
It's a -4 to hit as well.
For non-lethal?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down. All right, non-lethal.
Yeah, I kind of
And damage is 50%. It's
It's a good thing you got
50% temporary damage.
Okay, got it. Okay, I will definitely review this. This is something I never, I don't see a lot of this in other editions where you're trying to knock somebody out. Usually it's just kill, kill, kill. Okay, so Fat Farmer. All right, so Fat Farmer, he didn't get hit. Let's see here. This is the little girl right here. What is she going to do? Grow. Her token's going to grow. She's going to beeline it for Loman. Same thing. She beelines it over to Loman, and she's got a club in her hand, and it looks kind of silly because it's almost half the size that she is. So she doesn't really wield it with that much expertise. And she's gonna swing it at you. Okay. And she just misses. Like again, she could barely lift it up. She just misses that swing at you. There. So the woman gets in here. She runs over. Let's see. Oh yeah. And I am going to say that they've got you flanked.
Ooh.
However, they're not proficient with this, even though you guys wouldn't know that. So that's going to zero it out. She has a dagger, by the way.
I am beset.
And misses. You guys are just lots of misses going on right now. This lunatic farmer does not like this dog at all and takes a swing. He has got a club. He's going to take a swing at Shadow and hits the dog. The war dog is hit. He is hit in the thigh, and dog lets out a yelp as the club comes down on its thigh, on its right thigh. And again, the dog, Shadow, he yelps out, but he looks back in the fight like almost immediately. This is a vicious war dog we're talking about here. And then this guy, I'm going to try something right here. Same thing. This one has a dagger as well.
Why not?
And he came from behind Talissa and swung that thing, but it went right over your right shoulder this time. The knife, you literally saw the knife in your peripheral vision come right over your shoulder. So,
George is in.
Hey guys,
hey George,
George.
how you doing, buddy? Just
Hi.
Hey, George,
finished.
let me give up Garrick here.
I joined just as the battle started. Sounds like it's going swimmingly.
It's going swinging.
We've had 2 fumbles so far.
I know that. I didn't have to see them, and I knew they were fumbles.
Mhm.
Okay, so the lunatic woman farmer is going to swing at Shadow as well. And misses. Okay. We are on to round 2. Everybody just describe what you're doing and then give me those initiatives when you're ready.
All right, I'm going to attack with my bastard sword again.
To recap, you have a woman and you have a dog surrounded by a little kid or 2 little kids or actually 1 little kid and a woman and a man and another man. And then you got a bunch of people surrounding you as well. The Partridge family has surrounded both of you guys. So
Yeah,
I can say that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say Talissa's pretty pissed seeing the these farmers attack the dog. She likes
That's
creatures,
when I knew
so
they all had to die.
you have a sickle in your hand. You can get off and attack this round.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna attack the nearest villager with my sickle.
Which one? Point. Double. You know how to point, babe, right? The double left and right click mouse.
Oh, I don't know. This one? Can you see that?
Guy behind you.
Yeah.
This
You
one.
want initiative in the tower, Spencer?
No need to roll initiative in the tower. Most other rolls, yes, but not initiative.
Okay.
Okay. So what were you going to do again, Brennish? You're going to swing your bet. You're going to try to kill lethal force or non-lethal.
No, this time it's lethal. I heard the
Okay.
shadow whelp.
Okay.
So this time it's lethal, and I'm using it 2-handed.
Okay. Very good. Loman, what
Yeah,
are you doing, Loman?
yeah, it's serious now, so we're gonna take this out. Lethal force with quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff. Okay. Talissa, I was going to say Ember there for a minute. She's got 2 other characters. So, Laura, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this. Oh, hold on. I have to target him. The villager that I'm facing.
Mm-hmm.
Attack him with my sickle.
Okay, let me get the music back on for you guys. I had to kill it earlier because I couldn't hear myself think.
All right.
It's a little bit loud with my headset on.
Because of those fumbles.
Yeah, this is better. I think I'll keep this on. Okay. All right, so initiative's already set. Let's start this off. Bang. Okay, it's Shadow up again. So make sure to clear your target, buddy. It looks like he's got somebody's targeted on him.
Target shadow.
He's targeting
There we
himself.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's targeting himself. I cleared it for you. So I should have asked who's he's. It doesn't really matter though. I know he's just going to attack somebody near him right there. So
Which is the one that hit him?
the one that hit him, that would be this one right here.
Oh, that one. He's
Yep.
going after him.
Okay, villager 4.
And how do you? Is it a control?
What are you trying to do?
To
Target with upper combat tracker.
Control
Right?
click. There you
There
go.
we go.
Or you can drag. There's a few ways you can do it, but that's
I usually drag to the map.
yeah. There's a few ways. There's the
So-
drag and drop variant. There's the point or the target mode.
Dang.
So you're going for a bite or a lockjaw? Like, remember, you have lockjaw too, but you were
Okay.
going for the bite,
I
right?
was going for the bite, right?
Okay. All right. So go ahead and you can actually move, but if you do, just again, if you try to move away from there, it's going to cost you an action. Brennis is an action to call the dog off. That's how I decided it's going to work.
Okay.
Sending the dog into combat, no. Trying to get a dog out of combat, you're going to be dedicating your round to trying to get him to come to you.
Okay.
Yes. So
Sounds fair.
if you're done, you go ahead and end his turn.
Okay.
And I'll start expediting this a little bit. You guys are okay. Let's see here. Looks like I'm still targeted where I want to be. Yeah. So this one, he's going to take a swing at you again. Hopefully this time he hits, and he does.
Ooh.
So he connects into the studded leather with his dagger. Managed to pierce your defenses there, your dwarven defenses. But it's kind of light, you kind of shrug it off. You give a grunt from that. That's pretty much the only thing that happens. Okay. This one, let's see. He's gonna, again, this guy, he's got a club. He's gonna take another pot shot at Talissa. And again, hitting you in the armpit. And that was an awkward swing. So he hits you in the armpit.
Ouch.
He looked pretty hurt from that. Talissa looks pretty hurt from that. So,
Boy.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. All right, so do this. So another one swings its knife, doesn't connect. Talissa, you are up.
Okay, I'm attacking this guy behind me with everything I've got.
Okay.
With my
Sickle.
sickle.
Yep. You connect.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
so-
damage.
Wait, I have slashing. Oh, slashing large. That's for large creatures. So
Yeah, he's not large, unfortunately, because I think it's
Okay.
more damage from. Yeah, so just roll with the regular.
Actually, I think it's more with it's +1 for smaller. Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh. Damn it.
You re-rolled the attack. Just roll the damage. Double click on the damage.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know. Oh, okay. I think it.
You decapitate this guy.
Oops.
You literally this farmer. Okay, so this was the woman right here. Her head, she's some blonde, like middle-aged woman. Her head just goes rolling into the oak trees. You literally cut her. You decapitated her with the sickle. You can move back. By
Mission
the way,
accomplished.
you can move away right now and not provoke an attack of opportunity. By the way,
I think I will do that. And I can,
okay, go ahead and move. However, you can move up to what's your movement?
my movement.
Your movement is, I'm looking at it,
9.
90 feet. Yeah, so you can move up to 90 feet away if you
So
want.
I still want to. I still want to be able to use my
Still
sling
want to. That's good.
distance. So maybe right
Right
there.
about there. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy again is going to take a swing at Shadow. The lunatic farmers, and that's a connect. Oh, did you hear the dog bark? Did you guys hear that?
No.
Was that in the game or was that on
Probably
Sirenscape?
Probably the
That's my
name.
dogs.
I thought I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get any dog sound effects for this. When it hit it, I heard the dog. Okay, so that's a hit. That's a hit, unfortunately, on Shadow.
He's got more hit points than any of us.
Yeah, they stabbed him right in the collar, but again, it's kind of a grazing blow from that. Loman, you are up.
Okay. Try and take this guy down so we can help other people.
These aren't warriors you're dealing with, but
Oh,
That's
nice.
that's a hit. You nailed him right in the thigh with a quarterstaff, which has got to hurt.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you smash this guy in the thigh, and he lets out an audible groan from that. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or do you want to just end it there?
No, I'll stay with it there.
All right. So this guy once again is taking another swing at you, and he whiffs it spectacularly.
That's a little girl.
That's a little girl, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I should have taken more time. I'm having to remember by I changed it up at the last minute. I'm having to kind of if I mess it up, just know that it's not so important, but I believe that's the little girl, yes.
Yeah.
I'll just say that with moderate confidence level. Okay. So this
Moral
another
lines are being rapidly crossed.
Yeah, I just didn't get a chance to like really do that. I did so much prepping for well past this part, and that's one thing that I changed last minute because I wanted it to be more interesting for you guys.
No worries.
All right, so
Good.
again, shadows being swung at here. And it's another miss. I mean, again, we're dealing with like these look like farm hands, like I said. So Brennis, you are up.
All right. I'm going to move to there.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna go around, like you're gonna run around like this and do this. I wish I could do pointed draws at the end, but you're gonna run around that guy like that.
Right.
Okay. And you're gonna
And,
get behind him. Yeah.
behind him and take a swing.
Yeah, you're gonna get a +2 on that. I'll give you a +2 on that for being flanked him.
All right.
Because I want to do a +2 on that. That's a hit. And it's probably going to be a spectacular hit, too. Got him in the shoulder. You hit yourself.
Oh, man.
So, all right, here, I'll fix it for you, buddy. Hold on.
Okay,
Let me
sorry
fix
about
it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Here, I'll fix it.
Getting carried
So
away.
it's going to be 2 wound because you healed yourself for 8. So that was 8 damage, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So let's do this. Let's just say, all right, let me see here.
Oh, you do 8 when
6.
you roll minimum damage? And two-handed. Nice.
Yeah, you dropped that guy like a bad habit. Okay, that you clear. It was a shoulder hit, right? Yeah, your two-handed swing with the bastard sword just cut right into that guy's shoulder, about 6 inches deep into his shoulder blade, and he drops like a sack of potatoes.
All right.
So yeah, so you dropped him. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn. We're on to round 3. And then give me 1 minute, guys. I gotta run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Just think about what you guys are doing.
No
All
worries.
right.
Okay, we need to get over to support the Shadow.
Yeah. That's where he's heading to next.
Okay, I'll see if I can finish this one guy, and then I'll join you.
All right.
Because you're clear now, right? You won't get opportunity attacks if you head over there.
Correct. I think I'm too far away from 5. And then we got Talissa. She's going to be ranged attacking. So
Yeah, I can take care of like villager 2.
So, yeah, if you want to go on 3, maybe. Or even,
Yeah,
even in between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Where you guys at? That these villagers are so angst.
We're on our way to Orlane from.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just encountered, we heard someone screaming for help, or well, saying they were going to kill them if they didn't let her go, and ran
That was
into
me.
Talissa, yeah, being accosted by 6 villagers that are just, they seem kind of off.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
It's like they're operating with no emotion, but they're like it with murderous intent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Correct. Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's really kind
Hey,
of
Mike,
sad.
can you share your screen, Mike? Can you do that or?
I've got
Hang on.
I've got the stream on, George.
Just make sure you mute it in the tab if you're going to watch
Well,
the
I'm
stream.
not sure I can run both at the same
Oh,
time
okay.
on the iPad.
If you want me to share my screen, or can you tune into the stream?
Oh, he's on an
I
iPad.
just don't think I can.
So he's
I
got
just don't
a,
think I can do both on this iPad.
Yeah,
without
so
going back.
share your screen, Mike.
I'll share mine in a second.
If you can, thanks.
That'd be
That worked out
great.
pretty good last night.
I'm glad you were able to show up, man. That's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
playing
Yeah, we were
without a
doing some
computer.
fishing, but no one's biting, so
Hmm
it's too cold out.
I see a graphical glitch on my screen. I'm gonna after this game, I'm gonna have to figure out why the versions are misaligned. That
Yeah.
really is bothering me because I noticed on the portraits I'm getting like a white square, which I'm assuming is going to be the condition icon. So I don't know what.
Well, no, that
Wow,
comes
nice
up.
map.
That comes up all the time. I see those silly squares. I'm not sure what that is.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Then that's probably a bug on their end from Core RPG. Okay. Where were we, guys? We're on round 3, correct? So
Correct.
what are you guys? Yeah. So what are you 3 doing? Or 4, I should say, because Shadow. But
I'm trying to finish this guy off with my quarterstaff.
And
fine.
Bren-
Same thing
Bren-
with you, Brennis.
no, Brenwitz is going to make his way to Elf Shadow.
Okay. Good. Very good. And then Shadow's just going to be biting whoever is close to him. So what are you doing? Talissa.
Oh, Talissa is going to sling at Villager 2.
Villager 2. Okay. So you can always point at it for me to give me a oh, what did I just do? I just closed the map on myself here.
Ooh.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you can always point it at me. My mouse is a little touchy. I'm using my I have a Razer mouse in here, and it's the DPI, and it's a little bit touchy. There's side button panels on it. It's a little bit touchy of a mouse. Should have just used the simple mouse for this. Yeah, it's like a hair trigger buttons on this thing. Okay. All right, guys. Go ahead and roll your initiatives. And it looks like Villager 2 is up first. So just give me roll initiative. You guys all roll initiative?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, Villager 2. Villager 2. Let's see here. Villager 2. Where are you? All right, he's right here. Yeah, so he's gonna swing again at the dog. He doesn't like that dog. He knows the dog means death.
Yeah.
Death for him. This guy looks like he's in, his early 30s. And he hits the dog in the upper side of its face with a dagger, so he's stabbing at his face.
Ow.
And then Shadow lets out a yelp from that. This guy actually looks like he's a little bit more skilled with the blade than the others. Loman,
Okay, swinging at this. Finish him off.
swing away.
Take him down.
Get him.
Yep.
Oh, that was almost a crit.
Yeah.
Very good, man. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah, you crush this guy right in the back with that, and he just fucking drops. He just drops, man. So that guy is done.
Okay, I'm just gonna wheel around to face the other way.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, Shadow Dog's in trouble there, huh?
Yeah.
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 Ooh.
Always do that. Okay, so let me clear targets here. There we go. Same thing with this guy.
holy shit, that's a fucking powerful dog.
Yeah.
He has armor on.
His
It's a
hit
war.
points are 18. Fuck.
It's a war dog. Yeah, and they don't ever get any more hit points than that
Yeah, that's
ever.
it.
Yeah.
That's why you do it that way. Yeah, because they never get any more than that. That's why you start them out really tough because they're going to quickly become not as useful. Yeah, we were reading all the different types of articles on this. Where was I? The hell? Well, it's Shadow's turn right now, so that's what. Okay, I thought it was on the village. So Shadow's up right now,
Oh,
Roger. So you want to run him? Yeah.
all right. He's gonna go after the same person.
Okay, go ahead and clear your targets. Just hit clear target and then retarget and face him. There you go.
Okay.
I thought for some reason I thought it was on. Just go ahead and face him.
I think.
Target. Yep. And then
Okay.
target. I'll turn down the icon for the initiative ring to make it a little thinner. So I'm having a hard time seeing. It's too thick.
There it is.
Yeah, you land a vicious bite on that guy. Good roll damage for that.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
nice.
think you took a chunk out of the guy's neck, so the dog just like lunged in, and it looks like it hit the jugular.
Okay.
And Shadow doesn't let go immediately either. He kind of
Kind of holds
drops
on.
the guy drops to the ground. And he's still holding on.
Kind of like
Yeah.
a big cat would hold on to suffocate.
Yep.
Mm.
Very.
Oh, okay.
So this guy looks at the gnome. This is the little boy right here. He looks at the gnome and he's just swinging away. Nothing much has changed in Psycho Land right here. But he's not very skilled. He's not very skilled with the weapon that he's utilizing to murder with. Okay. Why is this dead guy popping up? This guy's dead. How is it his turn if he's dead? You
It
know what?
depends on options. Sometimes if it's not set to skip dead NPCs and the options, it might go on to them.
Yeah, I thought for sure I had that on, but let me just kill it here. Come on, remove. It's not removing it. I'll just have to skip it here. Might be a bug. All right, so Villager 6 is dead. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what the hell? Here, I'll do this. There we go.
Okay.
My turn.
Hold on. Yeah, it's your turn. Just let me remove these guys.
Okay.
There we go. Clean that up. Yeah, I always have it to skip dead NPCs. It's that bothered me right there. Yeah, much better, much better. You got 3 guys on the board right now. Okay, Talissa, you're up. Sorry about that.
Okay. I'm trying to see what my range is for the sling bullet. I don't see it anywhere, but I'm only
It's
24
within
feet.
it's within normal range right now, easily. I'll look that up for you, but
Okay.
but you're definitely within normal range. So just go ahead and roll it with
I want to
there's
say
no
for sling it's 50.
something like that.
Okay.
Ooh,
It was
nice.
60.
you guys really like hitting people in the shoulder, so go ahead and roll damage on that. That you swung that very
Good hit.
good.
I'm just okay. Let's see. I don't understand why. Sorry to ask the question, but there's 2 damages.
Let me look at your sheet.
One's
One
for
die.
large targets, and the first one is going to be for normal or
Okay.
small, and the second's for large.
Okay.
This one's ridiculous, though. It's confusing. They're both well. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, bing, right in the head, dropped. Another dead farmer. Now, give me a second here. You can still move, by the way. I don't want to end your turn until you're ready. So, what else are you doing?
I think I'm just gonna stay here because I'm hurt pretty bad. So.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to do something here. Okay, so as soon as that guy drops, this guy makes to flee right here. So he's running away. Shadow gets a free bite at this guy. So go ahead and take control of your dog. Target the guy that's running away and roll a hit against him, Roger.
I hope he gets them.
Can you do it, or do I have to give you the initiative stack? Why don't you
I
just try
tried.
it?
All right, I tried targeting, but it's not showing up.
Okay, hold on.
But it's got the red.
Try it again.
Try it again.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, roll a hit.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, so he tried to get away, and the dog. God, man, you guys with the shoulders. Yeah, the dog just bites and shakes it like a chew toy, and the guy just drops. Okay, so let me do
Like a
this.
cute toy.
Chew toy.
Like a chew
Hey,
toy for
sweet.
sure. He did make out. There was did make an audible sound. Yeah, there was. So that's gonna be him. And I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let's see. Moral. I'm doing moral checks on these guys. By the way, just in case you were curious. Okay, this guy tries to go into the woods. Brennis and Loman both. You guys are gonna get a free shot at this guy.
Am I close enough?
You are close enough, yeah. As soon as he runs away, I'm saying on your turns, it's going to be
Right.
your turn. So yeah, so it's going to be
My turn now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move up next to the dog.
okay. I think it actually fucked the initiative up right there, but I don't think Loman and Brennis, Roger, Dwayne, you guys didn't take a turn yet in round 3, did you?
I did, I think. Right, I started off the
Okay.
round. Yep.
Okay,
us,
all right. I got turned around with the dog. All right, so go ahead, babe.
So
You can.
I move up to the dog and just try to soothe him.
Okay, okay. Go ahead and end your turn.
Assuming he doesn't try to attack
Did
me,
that
but
human run away on his turn?
The what?
Did that human run away on his turn from?
He's trying to run. Yeah,
He
he's running away.
disengaged from melee. Did he
Yeah. That's what
withdraw, or did he just run?
No, he just ran. That's why I'm giving them.
So
a
they
shot.
immediately get that reactionary.
Yeah,
attack
that's what I was trying to do, but I got all mixed up right there. I was trying to get that. I did it with the dog.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to put it on their. You should not have to put it on. You shouldn't have to move the combat tracker around to do that.
That's what.
They should be able to control click the.
He was
target
trying.
and then
He
roll the
said
attack.
he couldn't do it. That's why I put it on it to give it
Really?
back control of the stack. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
wouldn't
an
go up.
NPC.
The hell?
Yeah, it's an NPC, so I think that's the reason why. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dog, maybe.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah. So
Yeah.
go ahead and give it doesn't really matter in this case because the guy started running off. He's not going anywhere, and when it lands on their turns, I'm just counting that as a free attack. They'll get to do something else afterwards too.
When they
So
get
go ahead.
he takes a -4 to his armor class.
Yeah.
And gets
Yeah.
no dexterity bonus.
Yeah,
Didn't get
he's
rewarded.
like being flat-footed. Yeah, he's okay.
Well, it's backstab basically.
Yeah. So go ahead, Raj. Go ahead when you roll this. Just go ahead and get a +4 to your hit on this.
Oh wow.
Don't roll a 1.
That should be pretty big.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Wow.
going down, dude. He's going down. It's like a guarantee. Just roll. Sometimes that's just like why even roll damage. Yeah,
Oh,
you just the guy tried to run away, and when you hit this guy, he kind of falls forward, slides on his chest, and his head hits the base of an oak tree, and he just stops. And just this stupid, dumbfounded look on his face. And let me kill this. All right. So, let me do something here. Let's get back to something more pleasant than John Carpenter.
Well, that was really horrific. Whatever that was.
I like to write horror. Horror is like my favorite genre, so there'll be a lot of horror.
Oh, wow.
Horror and thriller and mystery are like my favorite. So I like, and like genre-wise, I really like sword and sorcery. Kind of lower magic, but Greyhawk's not really that. It's kind of. Come on, play Forest. Okay, there's some nice forest music for you. Like that's the calm after the storm. Bodies strewed about everywhere, blood. There's this. The glade is riddled with bodies and blood, and it's pretty horrific seeing two children with daggers in their hand. One of them with half of their neck severed, and the other one with his head bashed in. And it just looked like a nice farming family, and they're all just spread out all over the
Well,
ground,
a lot of
lifeless bodies.
lot of blood on Talisa and Shadow.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go give them each a heal.
Okay, go ahead and move up and do that.
Thank
When
you.
farmers go bad.
Farmer's going bad.
All right, guys. Theatric me, cinematic me.
Oh, I got full healing. Thank
Nice. That was a good roll.
Good job.
I'll say this often. Like cinematic me. What are you guys doing?
Oh,
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
heard the
did.
dog.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, the dog.
Is that on the soundtrack or what is
yeah,
that?
it's on
Let me see.
Sirenscape.
Oh my God, that's hilarious,
When it
man.
healed him, it made a sound.
That is.
Bark of gratitude. Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Wow. How come I'm still
Wait a minute.
bloody for
Oh, I think I know why. Hold on. All right, so let's see here. Let me try something. Dog. I have chat link triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
awesome.
chat triggers, man. So yeah, I have a
well,
bunch
there
of
it
chat
goes.
triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, watch this one. You guys want to laugh here? Oh, it's not working. Maybe it's 5e. Oh, I disabled this one because it was so annoying. Like every time that they would do Barbarian Rage, it's like a scream, like every time, and it would do it when you initialize it and when you apply the effect. So it was like double screaming, and it was just happening way too much. So I turned it off. Okay, so cinematic me here, guys. Like you got a girl, she doesn't know who you are, you don't know who she is. What's describe to me what you guys are doing and what you guys are saying and
Okay, well, Loman saunters on over. Oh, hey, you look like you're a bit beat up. Let me do something for that. And then he prays to Bervin and lays on hands, and then says, "Oh, Shadow, and let me take care of you too." And then he pets Shadow, laying on hands and curing him as well.
Okay, Talissa, what are you doing?
Talissa is so grateful. She is petting Shadow, thanking these people who have shown up here. She asks them their names.
Mm-hmm.
Miss will introduce them and ask Talisa what was that all about? Why were they attacking you?
Mm-hmm.
And Talissa says, "I don't really know. I was just making my way through the forest here, and they came out
Mm-hmm.
of nowhere and surprised me, kind of caught me off guard, and I was in trouble in a hurry. So you guys came along at just the right time. Thank you."
Oh, yeah, I'm Loman Silvershine. Yeah, we're actually on our way. We heard there are strange happenings in the village of Orlane, and maybe this is somewhat related. Because they think that people are being ensorcelled or something and acting strange.
Loman, these villagers seem to have no emotion or expression. Maybe they were touched.
Yeah, controlled by something.
Yeah.
It certainly looked that way. There was nothing in those eyes.
Yeah, so just a little bit of more background on here because I again didn't get a chance to go into great detail with all of you, but what happened was Talissa was actually her backstory, and you guys will find it out later, has something to do with why she's here. But she was making her way through uh, along the road to Ho Chooch. These guys just came out of the woods, immediately tried to grab her, tie her up, and drag her back into the woods. And you guys came just at right the opportune time to see this happening. So that and it was without warning, without cause, without any apparent cause, without warning. They just came out of the woods like the psychotic Brady Bunch, and like literally just try to drag her off. Drag her off, and I should say try to drag her off in the uh,
Easterly, huh?
northeastern direction. Yeah, northeastern direction. Yeah. So, with that being said, let's see here. See if I got some anything for you guys.
Maybe with this happening, maybe you want to travel with us. Safety in numbers.
Safety in numbers, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. I mean, I'm usually kind of a loner, but I don't think it's safe in these. I don't think it's safe for me to go like that anymore. So that would be great. Thank you. I'll
And
go
where
with
you
you guys.
guys? Yeah, and you guys are heading to Orlane, which is going to be. It's kind of it's slightly southeast from your current position. So you're gonna
Ken,
just keep handling. You're about a day away. You estimate you're about a day away. Probably one more night. A full, or another day's travel. One more night, you'll be there.
And between you
Probably.
and me, Talissa, Benros isn't much of a conversationalist, so it'll be good to talk to someone.
Yeah, he's a friend of animals, is what he is. Let me give you guys something here.
Shadow walks over to Lisa and sits right next to her, and that's his way of saying that he approves of Alyssa.
Nice.
Nice.
So I should have
And
advanced the time.
I pat Shadow's head.
Okay.
Nice. I should have advanced the time earlier, but just to let you guys know, it's about 5 o'clock when this was all going down. I did describe it or I wrote it in the description that the sun was starting to go down behind the distant hills. It's kind of dusk. It's kind of an orange glow. And with that being said, let me do that for you on this map. If I can get it going here.
Are the bodies just strewn around? Do we just want to leave them like that, or do we
Where do you
want to
want to
try
put
to
her?
Your bodies are definitely just strewn around like some.
Should we drag their remains into under the trees or something, or
There you
just not
go.
even worry about it?
Yeah.
Here. Because
I guess it
so
doesn't really
it looks
matter.
about like that right now. That's what it looks like. It's
Ooh,
like
okay.
an orange, look
Oh,
outside.
I like that.
I meant to do that earlier when you guys first popped up because it was about when all this happened. I would say it's about 4:45. It's 5:01 now.
You know, a lot of
Uh,
people don't like these type of effects, but I think it gives a lot of immersion into
yeah, you have to
it really
I use a lot of images. You'll see, man. I
good.
get a lot of artwork and I do a lot of theater of the mind and
Or
yeah, it's more important to me to I have to see things.
I
And I
gotta
also
get
spend a lot of time writing too. That's like one thing I love to do is get really long description blocks because beforehand, so I don't have to thinking about it on the fly is fine. I can do that, but it's much more easy for me like if I prepare a bunch of ammunition beforehand, that I could just throw out
I'm gonna
at
try and get
random.
more into role playing too, so
We'll get you there, buddy.
okay.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I think I'm gonna. So is, Talissa, you're gonna travel with them to Orlane?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, these
so
seem like some friendly folks. Uh, I'm appreciative for what they've done for me. So yes, I'm going with them.
a breeze picks up, and you hear the wind chimes again, like somewhere deep off in the woods. It sounds like wooden wind chimes. Let me just get you that sound.
And Benders thanks Loman for the heals.
And the scene just, I'm gonna fade the scene to black right there.
All right.
And we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch over right now to the other group,
Oh, sweet.
and everything will come together. So again, you guys, you're probably gonna need to camp, and then it's gonna be about another day's travel until you
Orlane?
get to Orlane. Yeah, so you're about a day off from Orlane, but you'll need to camp for the night unless you want to just go all night. It's up to you. But you want to camp around the dead bodies? I mean, this is a beautiful
No,
place to
no,
camp
no,
right
not at all.
here. No? Oh, why not?
We got our own
Okay.
cemetery.
All right, guys. So we're gonna fade the scene right there, and you're gonna give me 1 second to set some things up.
All right.
Okay.
That was awesome. Actually, it really was.
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
you. Appreciate it, man.
Yes.
And George, are you out there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are
Very
you
perfect.
are you able to pick up Garrick, or do you want me to control him and you can
Well, if you
then
could, I can't. Yeah, I don't have any fantasy grounds access at all. So if you could, that'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad. Thank you for doing that too, Mike. That's great. I'm glad that he's able to join with his character because
Yeah.
the elves,
That's
man.
about the only way I could think of it, unfortunately. So
Well, I wanted to get the three of you together because then I could kill you all at once. You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
And then make you re-roll your human character. Just kidding. Okay,
You promised
so
there were too many elves. So
John
like
John would laugh. John would laugh at that. By the way, Kober, and I've already told Roger and Dwayne this, which is of course Loman and Brennis. Kober, you guys have worked with him on minor jobs in the city, probably clearing rats out of cellars. You probably have done a rat quest or two. But in all seriousness, you guys have worked together in the past. You're pretty familiar with the city. Um, you were all tasked with this job, or I should say, you all took on the task, took the job to task to investigate Orlane. But the preacher, the dapper preacher warrior, which is Kober of the Maheen, he needed to spend another day in the city wrapping up some business. What business that was, he didn't say, but he will be making his way to Orlane shortly, and he'll probably arrive a day or two after you guys arrive. So, all right, Bronos, let's get. I'm gonna pull you guys off the combat tracker just to make it easier for myself.
we'll wish Cover say, hey, please be safe if you're traveling alone. You know, maybe find a caravan or something to travel with, and we'll head on.
Okay, yeah. So you told Cobra that, so
Got that guy.
let's see here. What am I doing? Okay, this is good. So let's get Farline. There you go. And let's get Garrick.
And it may just be taking time to pop in, but I just see black right now. Maybe
Yeah,
that's because I'm working on the combat.
I'm switching. Okay. Yeah, I'm switching. Okay, so you guys are on the combat. I was setting some things up in the combat tracker, and we're switching scenes. This is another reason why I loathe splitting parties, man. I just loathe it. When I do, I mean, when there's, it suits a purpose. Like when you split the party, I mean, that's good. That's actually good for role play. What I don't like is doing it like when we're all sitting around the table, or in this case, like Fantasy Grounds. I like to play out that type of thing, like in Discord, or on like a one-on-one basis. But like during like with the sit-down game, I try to keep it down to a minimum. And if it's like a must that we split the party, I usually I tend to railroad it a little bit in the sense that I put my hand on the fast forward button a little bit when it comes to that. But like I was saying earlier, there's not really any way to avoid it in a situation like this. Okay, so all right, so Garrick and Farlight, you guys are up. So as you know, the mayor, which his name is escaping me right now, and I'll find it for you later. I haven't.
Foreman.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the mayor, you guys are good friends with the mayor of Orlane. You actually fought in some battles with him before. He's human, you're elf, but you guys formed quite a friendship with him. It's a tough guy, a tough man. He's probably in his early 50s. His soldiering days are long over, but he's still a warrior at heart, even though he runs this small farming community. Well, he actually sent word, that he needs help because he has no idea what is going on in his village and why families are disappearing, or worse yet, they're disappearing and coming back a week later or sometimes 2 weeks later without any explanation of where they've gone and just acting strange. People just acting strange. So people disappearing outright and never coming back, or disappearing and coming back with no explanation and just odd. And there's, you guys have already lost a good number of the farmers, and farms have just been left abandoned. And the town is dying. That's what it feels like to him. There's something off, something rotten at the core. Something has like a disease, like a cancer that is just it's destroying this once peaceful farming community, and there's not clue one as to what's happening. So he sent word for your help. You guys have actually been staying near his house in a modest little cottage to the south of his house in Orlane. I'll share the Orlane map with you right now just to give you an idea of where you guys have been staying. Okay. If I can find it, here we go. I had to do all custom maps, by the way. None of them had line of sight. None of them were. It was one of the first conversions that Celestian did. So you guys are all going to be able to see this, but that's okay because you guys are all going to wind up wandering around Orlane anyway. So there's no point in keeping things a secret, and this will be fun for everyone to watch. But essentially, you guys are staying right here. This small cottage right here. Can you guys see the pointer?
You have it set so that there's
black.
no sight on it at all.
Oh, there's no sight on this for you guys? I'm sharing
No.
it to everybody.
Yeah, but you have it probably set in the settings on it to have
Lighting or something?
lighting
3
and all
tokens
that.
on there.
Okay, let me change it here.
Oh, you might have to drag your tokens onto there. Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Well,
it
you
is.
can share them without having that setting.
Yeah. Let me turn the lighting off. That's what it is. It's the tokens I use.
And
Right?
it's the line of sight
Yeah,
as well.
I got it.
Likely.
I was messing with it earlier. I like what John does with it. I'll show you guys when we get there, but let me just turn this off.
Spencer, a quick question while we're doing that. Not
You
to
see it
distract.
now?
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
nice.
Okay, so yeah, this is the map that I chose because I like the hand-drawn stuff. So you guys are staying right here. The mayor's house is here, and that's pretty much all you need to know right now. But leading up to this point, what happened is that 2 nights ago, you guys noticed some shadowy figures making their way off into the tree beyond the tree line at night. That obviously something was just off about this. They kind of scurried, and they looked big, like bigger than most humans. So shadowy shapes. That's all you could really make out, but there's something off about them, kind of larger, scurrying into the off into the tree line and outside of town, north outside of town. So heading that way. Whoever just pointed. So over this farm right here, and then out into here through the tree line. So you followed. So Garrick and Farlight followed, being the elves that they are. Garrick, especially being the tracker that he is, you guys followed, and you've been traveling for about a day. Okay, and you reach the edge of the dim forest. So let me share this map with you again. By the way, guys, with maps, I name them all and organize them all. You can any map that you close by accident, you can get it back. Just go into your images, and I have everything named properly and organized properly, so you can always find. So this map, you can try right now if you want to pull it up. Pull up the Overland Grand March map under images, and I'll just reshare it with you guys. So I'm going to remove this. The party token is now representative of the elves. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys have reached right about here. So that you've been traveling. Yeah, that's about right. It's 36 miles. So you've been traveling like a day, probably about, I would say 12, 13 hours total of traveling. lightly encumbered. You reach the edge of the forest. By this point, Garrick, you've actually lost the trail. When you hit the dim forest, I mean, they don't call it the dim forest for nothing. It's dim because of the canopy of trees, but it's got an air of mystery about it, and it's very very dim, for lack of a better words. It's easy to get lost in this forest. Very gloomy. You've lost the trail. And you're a little bit inside, here, but you're deep enough in where you can't see the plains out. You're about, let's see, you're about 10 miles in
Wow.
along
Okay.
the edge right here. So yeah, so you've spent the day, you've lost the trail. So what are you guys doing? Just describe to me what you guys are doing right now. You're in this forest, you're scouring around, you haven't found anything. So let's pick it up from there.
So far,
Well,
like I mentioned, Garrick, what do you mean you've lost the trail? Ranger,
I must have blinked once. They just actually, I've got a question. As we were traveling and following them, did they stop? Did they rest? Did they eat? Or was it a continuous movement?
You mean the things that you were watching
Yes,
leave,
the ones that
Orlane?
we were.
You
ones
never
we were
got
following.
sight of them. You never got. All you found was tracks, large tracks.
But did we ever see where maybe they had camped or stopped or anything like that, or was it continuous
No,
movement?
they moved continuous movement.
All right.
Continuous
And then
movement.
was I able to track a little bit into the forest, or did I lose them immediately when we
About I would say about 5 miles in, they kind of left an obvious trail, but after that, there's not a lot of growth in here because the canopy of trees doesn't allow a lot of the bushes to grow in here. But it just started just to get less and less the leaf on top of the leaves, the disturbances of leaves. It just became less and less obvious the farther that you went in until it just kind of faded out. It seemed to you like it was I would say, southeast from here, but you can't. I mean, they could have gone anywhere, right? It started to fade. The track started to fade when it was going in this direction. But I mean, again, they could have just been going like this and up, and who knows, right? But it was the last known trajectory was, I would say, southeast, like that.
And the part where I was able to track them, did they have some weight to them where I could tell they were fairly big size, or were they fairly light tracks that I was following?
Excellent question. Yeah, I was waiting for you to ask it. So these are definitely not tracks that you are very familiar with. Very big, possibly webbed feet. I'm going to say a 16-inch foot print.
Okay.
Possibly webbed, very heavy, very heavy. I would say probably something along, like you being a ranger, you're going to guess with feet like that, something along the 9 feet tall or more.
All right.
Very fast moving too. And you could swear that sometimes on the track, what you noted, or the tracks that you saw, sometimes there's a squiggly line like behind the feet, but only every once in a while you would notice a squiggle in the dirt behind the feet.
All right.
So if that makes sense to you, I wish I could draw so.
No, that's okay. I'm kind of getting a.
Do you get to visualize it? Okay.
It's
like the
questions and
feet like
I notice
this,
did I notice the tracks were
and like
pretty
that.
consistent, or did they have a tendency to maybe hop or move at faster speed where the cadence of the footprints was wider, or was
Consistent gait all along.
Right.
Continuous motion.
And are we anywhere near where I had lost the trail, or are we past that?
You again, it kept fading more and more. Let me erase this right here and show you.
Right.
That's pretty cool though. Good drawing.
Yeah. You have to.
So the
use
only thing
it.
I can suggest to Farlight is that maybe the trees are close enough where they use the trees to move, maybe moving from tree to tree.
So right around here is where here is where it started to fade, and then you kind of lost it right around here. So fairly
yeah,
close to where you're at, you've lost the trail. You just know that it was heading in that general direction. That's too fat of a marker for me to do it precisely.
Yeah, no, I get it. So I kind of look at my buddy, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they moved. Such big feet moved so quickly, and then all of a sudden disappeared, because there's probably heavy
Right.
litter in here, and
Yeah.
it thinned out. And unless they're using the tree somehow, or they've got some way of moving at a greater distance and throwing off my tracking, I'm not sure how they're doing it at this point. I'm not familiar with it.
Well, yeah.
Garrick,
maybe-
you feel
gotta
a
tell you-
tap on your shoulder as you're talking. What the hell are you doing here?
What?
Who's that? Do I jump?
You turn and you recognize the elf, who's got a pretty big physique, bigger than other elves. You recognize it. It's Arawak. You've done some work with around the Dim Forest. You know that he's from the Dim Forest, and that's where his tribe's from.
So
So-
yeah.
He's wearing
First thing I do-
darkened
Starlight-
deer skin. So, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I guess the Farlight sees this personage just pop out from behind a tree and
Out
tap
of nowhere.
Eric on the shoulder. He draws his sword, but when he hears him speaking in, I assume either common or Elvish,
Elvish,
Eric's
broken.
name, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. He realizes, oh, this must be some kind of a friend, and he warily sheathes his sword again, and he says, "Well met, stranger. I am Farlight, and who are you?"
Airwalk looks at you. He looks to Garrick. You do keep a sordid company.
Well, we're actually tracking something through here. Something large, unknown to me. It just up and disappeared. I try to describe the gate. I describe coming from Orlane. I describe it didn't seem to take a rest or anything like that. Trying to figure out what it is. So I keep looking at Arawak's feet to see if it fits. Do I see like bulging?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
There is a potential explanation, Garrick. Before we came here, we stopped off at that tavern. I did hear people speaking that some kind of sorcerer or warlock from the Valley of the Mage has taken up residence in the Dim Forest. So maybe it's magic.
Could be.
That's what brings me this way.
Really? And you literally see Farlight's ears perk up and swivel in your direction a little bit.
That and some intrusion into the forest.
This is good, guys.
So, Spencer,
yeah,
would I have any clue about the two-legged
here's the
bipedal creature with a tail that these folks are chasing?
Yeah. There you go. And I'm changing the music right now. This is inner forest music. Okay, so Arawak, yeah, you take a look at this and you recognize it right away. You recognize it because these creatures are common to the Rushmores, which is, I'd say 60 miles to the south of your current position. These are swamp-dwelling creatures. It's either a lizard folk or a troglodyte. You guessed troglodyte because of the size of the feet. And again, it does look like they went into the woods here, but probably to stay out of sight of the plains in this area, right? So it looks like they might have were doing one of these things. That's what you guess, is they're making their way to the Rushmores. But yes, either a lizard folk or troglodyte. You're guessing troglodyte because of the size that you're dealing with. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Looks like some of those marsh dwellers, the bigger ones.
Isn't
They
there
come
a
into here.
Don't they have a characteristic? And Garrick is thinking about it for a moment. Don't they have a distinctive scent to them? Something we could follow, perhaps? Maybe not their tracking.
They do have one. Garrick would know this, but you don't smell anything right here. You would, yeah. It's probably been too long. But yes, they do have a very, very strong odor. It's actually a great question, by the way.
So they were in town. Any thoughts of why they would be in town?
It's a great question. I don't know.
Look at my comrades, sir.
Well, maybe that has something to do with the troubles in Orlane. All these people disappearing from their farms. Maybe they're being abducted by trogs.
Could be. Spencer, question about Orlane. Do they still have is there an organized watch at all in town, or is that
there is not?
Their services falling apart?
There never was an organized watch in Orlane. Orlane is a simple farming community. There's there's a few retired warriors that live there, but other than that, it's a peaceful farming community with kind of on the, the closest thing that you could count to what would you call it, a soldier presence. It's like I was saying, along the Duke's Highway, every dozen or so miles they have watchtowers armed with with troops from Hochuch. Same can be said about Hook Hill as well. Give me 1 second, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to push it along a little bit right here. What were you guys... I hate railroading, but what I'm going to do is... I want to railroad. Exactly. I want to railroad a little bit, but that was absolutely excellent, like role-playing right there. You guys... Everybody needs to get back to Orlane in order to do that, for everybody to converge. Let's just say... And again, I won't do this often, but let's just say that you guys have lost the trail and you're going to try to make your way back. That fair?
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to track through a forest, not knowing where we're tracking to. So,
yeah, especially with that. What was it? Was it a necromancer? Or every time I hear it, it's different. But
there's a lot of rumors. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors. One of them was the well water has been poisoned, driving everybody insane. A wizard from the Valley of the Mage has taken up residence in the dim forest. You've heard all types of rumors. You've heard at least 30 different rumors, some more wilder than the next. So, all right. So let's hear. I'm going to start this up right here. So, three of you are traveling. You're traveling together back to the main road, and you're going to make your way back to Orlane. So you're kind of heading in this direction. And make your way deeper into, let's see. You make your way deeper into a thick grove of gnarled trees, right? And there's an unnatural stillness in the air here. Periodically, you hear the tinkling sound of a wind chime from somewhere farther back in the trees, but you can't really discern where it's coming from. You just know that it's farther back in there a little bit. Not too far, but you can't really make out the direction of it. So you follow the sound and eventually find its source hanging from a nearby branch. The chimes are ornately carved and very old. So it looks carved out of some precious wood. Very ornately carved. Very, very good craftsmanship. And there's a ruined structure here as well. Possibly it was an old shrine or some type of ornate garden at some point. history has hidden its purpose. Within this structure is an old sundial with what appears to be an effigy to the god Obadhai, and it sits rooted into the ground at a crooked angle. Thin beams of light, the curtains of the leaves around you. Again, this is the dim forest. It's literally like having the trees. The canopy is so thick, it's almost like having a sheet with little pinholes pricked into it. And let me share
Home.
this map. Yeah, home. Exactly. For Arawak, this is home. Let me share this map
Mom,
with
I'm
you guys.
home.
Garrick,
Sure.
you're not gonna make me sleep in a building, are you?
You guys are totally gonna.
Sleep.
You know,
There's the
this does
stables.
look.
There's the stables.
This is something of interest to Farlight as well. So, with the wind chime, and just wonders if his nephew has mapped this place yet. So he's definitely going to make a notation of its
Oh,
location.
there we go.
Can everybody see it? Loman, everybody, you guys can see it. I
Indeed.
hope.
Seeing some,
No, I can't
yes,
see
there
it.
we go.
Okay, here's
I
what I'm gonna
can't see
do. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. So here's what I'm gonna do.
You can do a token share.
Party
Yeah,
vision.
Yeah, party vision. That's what it's called.
Party vision. Okay,
Party
cool.
vision enable.
Include in party vision.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
everybody see it?
it now. Yeah.
All right, that's great, man. I always wondered how that's a great workaround. Okay, so I'm gonna. You've already.
I still can't see it. I don't know why.
You can't. Okay.
Hey, Farlight, don't move too close. I'm gonna kind of check this area for any tracks around these ruins first.
Can you see it now, babe?
No, but if I'm the only one that can't see it, that's fine. I'll peer over your shoulder.
No, shit. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this.
Try resharing the map.
Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
did.
Okay.
Is it the Grove ruins?
Yeah.
Map? Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Grove Ruins map. Here, let me do this. Because really line of sight isn't. Can you see it now?
Oh, you can see everything now.
I saw it get lighter. I don't know what's
What?
wrong.
Yeah, try closing it and reopening it in images, babe.
Okay.
Because I'd like you to be able to see it. And I'm gonna unlock this for you guys.
Images, Grove.
You could probably throw a token in the trees there if you want.
That's what I was gonna do. That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Oh, I can see it now. Sorry.
Okay, good. All right. What
Thank
about
you.
now? What about now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh, a little mood lighting. There you go.
There, it's not. It's still during the day right here.
Right.
So it's like 5. So it's a little bit dim. Let me add one thing here because the time is important sometimes. So add FX layer. Okay. FX time of day. I know John likes to use this too. I love using it. There we go. That looks about right.
That's
Much
good. Cool.
higher contrast. Yeah. There we go. It's like reddish, dusk.
Yeah. Cool.
Right there.
This place, it has a feel to it. Some power maybe older than elves.
Yeah, and as far it here. If you move around, go ahead. Tokens are unlocked. Feel free to look around because you would have already seen the sundial. It's around that corner. So just go down over here and get inside there. Get a feel for this place.
You want us to go in?
Yeah, go ahead and go in. It's open to it's open to the public.
All right. It's
Open to the public. There you go.
happy hours in 2 hours.
Yeah. So, and I'm actually gonna disable line of sight for this because we don't need it. We don't. There we go. That's much better.
Right.
Okay, so the sundial's right here, and like I said, it looks to be an ornate effigy to Obadhai, and let me give you an image of that. I got tons of more images I haven't got to share yet. So there's your Obadhai. That's kind of what's carved into this sundial right here. Really beautiful workmanship or craftsmanship. Again, history has hidden this place's meaning, but you're guessing that it might have been some type of a shrine or a garden at some point. Very old, rubble strewn about everywhere. At that point, without any warning whatsoever, a javelin launches past your head. It launches past Farlight's head and lands near the stump of a dead tree. And two large reptilian creatures proceed towards you with their weapons drawn. And this is what they look like.
Oh,
Trogs. There you go. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you see
There you
coming
go.
at you. That's what you see coming at you, man. And they one of them's got its tongue sticking out, just like in that image. They're very like lumbering figures, man. They move with a surprising speed.
Where are they at?
They are right here.
Intruders.
Yep. I'm surprised I didn't place this on the map here. Or did I? I didn't. That's why. Okay, but that's fine. I don't need to do that.
See if you can still swing that sword, Garrick.
All right, dude. So,
I got a taste for green blood.
see here. Okay, guys. So yeah, that is what's in your targets right now. What are you guys doing?
I'm shooting an arrow at troglodytes.
Bigger than this.
I'm not. No playing. Fucking going.
Oh,
Shooting
I
an
need to
arrow.
take myself off of push to talk here for a second.
Okay.
There is one thing that I wanted to mention before, but I was not on the combat tracker. So he would have used his buff spell, right? So he memorized armor.
Go ahead. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. And then we just go to, come on, audio, voice, and video. Here we go. And okay, so I'll move this to voice activity. Yeah, because we're not getting any echo or anything, right? So I think it's okay.
No, not at all.
Cool.
No
all right.
And in fact, I want to get some combat music for this. So if you give me 1 second, I can do that.
Right, well, meanwhile,
is there a bot playing music, or is it a separate site?
Sirenscape.
This is Siren.
yeah,
Did
and
you
there's a
see the
link.
link?
Yeah, but let's see. So yeah, you can get it in the general.
I can reshare it again. Here, I'll
It's
share it
in
again.
general.
And what you're going to want to do, George, is bookmark this. You can access this at any time. All you do when we play the game is keep this tab open in the background. That's it. That's all you have to do. If you want to lower or increase the volume, you can do it from that web page. But essentially, this is just Sirenscape account. I invited you to set up
Is it in
music
the
and everything.
general channel?
Yeah, I'll put it in there right now. It's
Yeah.
there.
I don't want to.
It is above.
Lose something. So,
It's above. If you look up where I said everyone, servers up, here's your audio, bookmark this, you can control the volume. But there it is again. I just posted it in general.
yeah.
So go ahead and click that and you can hear music.
Oh, I guess it's not supported in Safari, so no problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm using iPad. Don't worry about it. No problem.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't support it in Safari. That's weird.
So were we surprised by these two creatures, or did the javelin kind of get our attention?
Yeah, the javelin got. I pre-did this. Yeah, the javelin got your attention. They actually got a free shot off at you with the. You didn't even see them sneaking up. They must have been here or something like the whole time. And they just got that javelin shot off on you. So now you can pick what you guys want to do. So Arrowwhack, you're going after them with arrows, correct?
I'm taking. I'm dropping an arrow down the throat of that motherfucker.
Okay, and Farlight.
Arrows, and you can hear me, right?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Garrick, arrows, all 3 arrows.
But I've got a question. That stone block behind Farlight, How tall is
Mhm.
that? How tall are those stones?
6 feet, 3/4
Nice.
So
cover.
I'm going to
If that's what
fire.
you're asking.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
you're
fire and then try to go back and climb up on top and use that as a vantage point for arrows in the future.
okay. Sounds good. So it's going to take you an action to get and climb up that. So is that what you're
Right.
doing this round? You're
Yeah.
going to climb up on top of there?
I'll do that then. I'll do that to get some height.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and roll me a static initiative, and you other two roll me from your ranged weapons.
Yeah, Mike will have to do that for me.
Yep.
Okay. Well, for static
You better roll
initiative,
well.
there you go. That's for Garrick.
Mhm.
He's going to be very quick. He's like, he's running.
Yep. Oh,
And,
he's super fast. Wow.
unfortunately, for short bow initiative, as
nice.
fast as I can get, which is
Wow.
Very good.
Okay, let's get this party started, man. Okay, Garrick. I can actually control him if you want. So Garrick, he runs over here, and is this where you want to get right here?
That one, but that section there.
This
that
one.
big square,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That as a base.
So
Little
you
wider.
see Garrick turn around immediately, like preloaded this guy, and just run and jump up on that thing. Like he's so fast, it's a blur. He gets up on top of there within a blink of an eye. And then that would leave Farlight. Okay.
Okay. And so Farlight is going to take his shot off, and he's going to target number 2. All right. And threw a stick at me. We'll shoot a stick back.
Yeah, give him one back for sure.
14 is a miss. He's going to start rethinking his options. All right. And having
Plan
shot,
B.
how far can he move? Having shot.
You can move. Let's see here. How does John do this when he splits up the
half.
movement
Up
with
to
the
half.
attack? Yeah, when he moves split up. I'm gonna have to like think about all this later
It's
about
half
how I want
movement.
it. Okay, so all right, so half.
You can shoot one arrow. You get 2 arrows around.
Right.
You can shoot 1 arrow and move half movement.
All right,
Okay,
let's do
well,
that.
sounds
Yeah,
pretty
this is
good.
why I like having other DMs on here, man, because
Yeah.
it really helps.
Yep.
And
For
we'll
the
get-
move of 12, that's a pretty healthy move.
That is a healthy
And
move, yeah.
so then he's going to take off this way and start moving around. That didn't measure. That didn't measure for me. So that was.
Hold down the Alt key while you drag it.
Yeah.
All right. I wish I could undo it. Let's if we call that 35 to there.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
okay.
totally
And then
fair.
I'm
not
see.
like this Nazi. You'll notice that if
Right.
I only get Nazi about the movement when it's really going to make a huge difference, Otherwise, I'm pretty speedy about it. So
I knew where they were, so I'm not coming around the corner so they could see me, but I ran over this way and around. So that's where I am. Okay.
okay, so right there.
How,
Go ahead.
how high is this wall? It looks like it's kind of higher in the middle and lower at the ends. The horseshoe wall behind the sundial.
This one's about the same height. It's like 6 feet. Yeah, they're
Okay.
all about the same height. The only thing that's taller is this right here. You would say is about 8 feet tall. This like pillar right here. It's like a superstructure right here. This thing's a little higher. It's about 2 feet higher. Okay, 1 second, guys. I want my
The Sirenscape. We're gonna get our music going on. So let me see if I can.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do too many things at once. So give me 1 second. I got swords clanging, but that's not correct. I want the John Carpenter music back. It's I want the tension back, man. Give me the tension. All right, hold on.
See, what you really need to run a game with the sounds and everything is an assistant.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, man. Well, you know what helps is and I do this is when you prep it, you have the link right in the story card.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just like I have it all in there, but there's a few that I didn't pop in there. I didn't have time. I literally was working on this sucker all night. Come on. I don't know where. All right, I'll just find it. This
Yeah.
is.
And for what I see the little bars moving, but I am not currently
Yeah,
getting the Sirenscape.
there it is. I got it.
Okay.
There you go. So it's kind of a mellow combat music. Sometimes it takes a little while to get onto. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So Trog right here. Let's see.
The Trogs.
Yeah, the Trogs. Trogs are. Okay, give me a second here. Oof. Yeah, I didn't get to review these. It's great, but I'll get it. That's 5. That's good. Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. Now we hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, move right here. Steady. Oh, that's good. Okay, I got it. Wow, they're surprisingly light on their feet. I just wanted to check something. So this troglodyte, he comes barreling at you at Arawak. Like he saw that, he just comes barreling at him, and he swings with his claws at you. I believe you get 2 attacks. One.
All right, I'm going to start rolling my next character.
No, not
Yeah. All part of Spencer's plan. He said there were too many elves.
No.
He said, "No, the Nobel is more for safe."
Yeah.
He told you up front.
I did warn you guys, but
It was a
no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just checking one thing, guys. Just give me a second. I think they get 2 attacks. I'm pretty sure they get 2 attacks.
Well, oftentimes in 2E and 1E, it's claw bite. They can sometimes.
That's that's what I'm checking right here.
Yeah, if
they actually
get-
downgraded that.
They get either 3 or 1 attacks.
if it's
Trogs.
weapon, it's 1, right?
Yeah, it's 2 bites. Yeah, hold on.
2 claws and a bite. Right. See where it goes.
Yeah,
it's
if
a
they're
bite.
attacking naturally, they get 3 attacks. If they're attacking with a weapon, they get 1.
All right, fuck, man.
And
Jesus,
the way
I don't
that
know
it
if
works with
first level, man.
so they
I
get
don't know if I'm gonna do that, dude. That's pretty gnarly. All right, so I'm gonna take 2. Oh, I see the damage.
they only do 1 to 2 damage.
Yeah, you're right. I see it. Okay, so he's gonna swing with both the claws.
The worst is ghouls against
Ooh.
non-elves, right? 3 attacks and paralyzation.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so he took a swing. He raked both of his claws at you and spectacularly missed the second one. You just easily ducked out of the way, almost tripped over himself, and then he lunges at you to bite.
Well, the bite would be delayed
Okay, delayed then.
until the end of the turn.
But he missed anyway.
Well, I'll
Okay,
take that.
Cool.
Okay.
Take that.
How can you delay the enemy? Oh, I see it. It's right here. It's just like the other attack. I see it.
Yeah, so if
Very
they're,
nice.
they're attacking with the same natural weapon, they get that at the same time. And then if they're
Nice.
attacking with a different body part, it's delayed.
Okay, got you. All right, good. Now we resolve
Oh.
the Trog attacks. All right.
By
Well,
the
he
way, one thing that Farlight took notice of when he first saw them is, do they have long tails that drag on the ground?
they do.
Okay.
They do. Yeah,
Now
and they
he
also
knows.
have. And if you look at the image, they also have a frill, like an appendage on the top of their head. It's different than a lot of lizard men. It's kind of like a fan on the top of their head, kind of like a Dimetrodon almost.
Cool.
Okay, Arawak.
Well, I'm plugging some arrows into this fucker. And once I'm done plugging the arrows,
Interesting.
I'm dropping. So
Dropping the bow.
let's get this fucker down right here in front of me.
You've got
Oh, I
two
double-clicked
two
it.
targeted.
Yeah, you got 2 targeted.
Two
So-
targeted?
yeah, just untarget the one troglodyte 2. There you go, and just target the first. That's a great hit on the first one. So go ahead and roll your damage on this guy.
Let's see if I get this.
Yeah, these guys are getting little. They must have tough skins.
Get a nice max
They
damage.
do. Oh.
You had to say that.
We
Whammy.
tried, man. It's not as bad as you think. I knew these guys were tough. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Max,
Oh,
don't ever
Yeah.
say max damage when someone's about to roll, doggone it.
I do it all the time. I love to do it. Okay, hold on
The
one
first
second,
roll
Only,
is
guys.
only
forever.
after the die
I
has
get to
been
roll the
loaded.
dice.
At least you guys aren't starting off with fumbling.
Yeah, the fumble
Like
was
us.
great.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all about the dice.
Okay,
roll.
Arawak, that was you.
Yeah, Spencer
So-
could tell you about all the fumbling and
Oh,
line sessions.
Jesus. God, dude. Terrible.
That one hobgoblin that you guys went 2 rounds
Yeah,
with
2
6
rounds.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
non-stop fumbles. All right, guys. Just you can expedite it. You don't have to be super. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, I've got
All
my
right.
second arrow attack still.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot you get 2 attacks with the arrows. So go ahead and make that
That's why I
attack.
delayed it.
Yeah, go ahead and make that one right now, Arawak. Sorry. If you can.
And
It's a miss.
Okay. So we're on round
Okay.
2. So
yeah,
All
I'll
right.
do a longbow and niche there, Mike.
okay.
And Garrick's gonna do a longbow initiative. So let me get his weapon longbow initiative. There it
Okay.
is, Garrick. And I'm gonna do a regular initiative because I'm gonna hop up onto the wall, so that I'll have height and be able to see. So I'm just gonna use. I don't think I'm assuming I won't be able to take action. If
You
I
won't.
Do that.
You
Okay.
won't.
All right.
It's gonna take you
So
a round
therefore,
up there.
Oh,
as
God
quick as
damn.
Garrick was last time to get ahead for the trees.
You guys are
Okay.
yeah, some good initiative rolls. All right.
Okay.
Looks like we're good. All right, so
Nope.
go ahead and move your
I have
guy.
not rolled initiative yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Okay.
Okay, sorry, 99.
Farlight hops up onto this wall.
So I'm going
Go
to.
wait. Yeah, go ahead, Arawak.
I'm dropping the bow, and in the same
Short sword.
movement, pulling the short sword and attacking with that.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. All right. We got the correct initiative. That's great. Farlight, what are you doing?
I hop up onto this wall and I stand up and then draw a fresh arrow to get ready to fire at some of these guys
Okay, so you're
that I
knocking
now
an arrow
see.
and knocking an arrow and leveling it down at that guy. Okay, great. Go ahead
Yep.
and end your turn.
Okay.
Which would leave Arawak.
There he goes.
And do I have my guy? Yes, I do have him targeted.
Mm-hmm. I had to turn the music down. It was making me dyslexic.
Now, are these
nice head.
large or medium?
Oh.
You know, let me look at this. Should have reviewed these
Oh,
I'm
guys
guessing they were
more.
medium. Probably
I
big.
don't think they're large. I really
Yeah.
don't. It's
Damn.
they're
I was hoping
medium.
they were large.
They're
Damn it.
medium. Yeah,
I do
they're
more
medium.
damage against large.
Big, but not that big.
Yeah, I need
That was a pretty good hit, man. I mean,
So I take that short sword and I just stab it right into right into. It doesn't say where I hit.
Yeah,
Nice.
it does. The thigh.
Right into his thigh, just like with this menacing grin on my face.
Yeah, and it lets out a hordes. You can smell the breath too. You're that close, and it opens its jaw so wide it almost looks like it dislocated its jaw, and it just lets out a howl of pain at that. Yeah.
Garrett,
So,
drop the other one.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try, man.
so you can still move and get an attack provoked at you, or you can end it. Feel
I'm
free
not
to end
moving,
whenever.
man.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn.
Clicked it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
it
we
was
go.
probably
It went.
it was probably lagging. Okay, so I'm gonna close in.
Oh.
I'm closing in.
Oh, and you like facing.
Like
Yeah.
just like we would.
And
do.
so I turn with him, but not with him, to keep them both in my
Yeah,
frontal
so
view.
right, so they're within your front 180-degree arc, so they don't get flanking against you. Is that what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm telling. I'm not putting my back to anything
Okay,
except
gotcha.
the wall.
That's all I needed to hear. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so I'm gonna take the 2 claw swipes. My 2 claw swipes.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Mitch,
That's a hit.
So you all know I don't wear armor.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Just on the
Well,
back.
we've got that in
That's a
common. No. I mean,
It's raking
Farlight's-
you. It's just raking you, and then delayed attack. So he just raked you across the chest brutally with that. And let me delay this. There we go. Now I see how it works. Wow, that was extremely slow. Okay, Garrick.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll take a shot at that one right in front of
Airwhack.
Iraq. Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Number
bonuses?
2.
Any elevation bonuses?
Yes, +2.
All right. Mike.
Thank you for reminding me, by the way,
No
too.
problem. Have at it.
Okay, here goes. With a longbow. Huzzah! All right.
hell
good
yeah.
job.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. 19.
All right.
All right.
In the neck,
Damage.
and it hit him in the neck, dude. Like, I mean, really, really bad shot.
Did he get the artery, right?
The
Carotid.
carotid artery.
Yeah,
I don't see the
Yeah.
damage. So, oh, you did 3 damage. Okay.
Three damage. Yeah.
And then if you could delay me
Uh,
for the second shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
then you will be delayed. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, cocksuckers.
I know, man. How dare they? Okay, let's see here. We got Troglodyte 1, who is up, and he is going to take a swing at Arawak.
He has to save at least one hand or webbed claw to hold in his guts, right? Because
Yeah, he's this is his death throws on the. He's swiping with his claws.
Airwalk duck.
Miss. Miss. So he tries to rake you again with his claws. Misses with both. Delay.
Oh, nice.
I wish I could delay right from the combat tracker, man. It's annoying that I have to open that up.
Yeah, you should be able to.
You can.
There should be a button.
You can do natural attack. Natural attack. Number of natural attacks.
Isn't there a
With
delay
the
button
little
on the bottom of the
automatic-
combat tracker though too? Delay until.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
There?
You're right.
I see
Yeah.
it. Delayed turn until the
It's
end
the
of the
blue
round.
circle. I think
got
it's
it.
blue.
Look at that.
No,
man.
it's a little infinity symbol or something. That's what it looks like, and it's lagging like a motherfucker. There we go. Okay, so this is the second attack from the this is the bite attack from the troglodyte right here
Oh, and this
against
one's gonna hurt
Arawak.
if he hits.
Yeah, this is the
I'm
bite
getting
attack.
the sense that these guys particularly don't like
They don't like elves.
Arawak's tribe. Yeah.
They don't like elves.
We don't like
Oh,
wood
Yeah.
elves.
okay. So basically, he tries to chomp down its jaws on your head, Arawak, and just misses. Like it's stupid. He just misses. Spectacular miss. Trying to bite you. His jaw opens up about 180 degrees, like opened. It's like it's gonna dislocate, and then he snaps it down, and it just completely misses the target. Garrick.
Lost his line of sight.
All right, Eric. What do you want to shoot?
Oh yeah.
Are you shooting at the
God,
same
it's
guy?
lag.
Same one.
Lag.
Gotta take a
Lag.
Okay.
Boo boo.
All right. Let's add that +2. Here we go.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I said the word 2. You rolled a 2.
Arawak's gonna cut him down. Okay, go ahead and end that.
Okay.
I can't believe how bad it was lagging right there. It's like sometimes when it gets like that, I almost say reboot the damn thing.
Right, I hit the button and
Yeah, 'cause
finally
it is-
goes. Okay.
It's like lagging like crazy right now. It's terrible. I almost want to reboot it, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is the bite attack. Yeah.
Mm.
Bite. Man.
Ooh.
Oh!
No.
Okay,
Oh,
weapon
no.
speed +1. Let me adjust that right there for this guy. What I'll do is I'll add it to his initiative on next round. Okay,
What happened?
he fumbled completely, and I actually got a fumble.
Alright.
There's a weapon speed +1. Okay. God, dude.
So he did
Okay.
dislocate his jaw. All right.
Yeah,
So not one to miss a party. I'm
Yep.
gonna swap
stabbing
out
at
the
that.
longsword and jump down.
okay.
So here's your initiative to jump down with the long sword, and
Sweet.
you know, I'm going to stick with the bow
So
since I just got up here to take another shot. So, all right.
Did you get
So-
your? Oh, you didn't take any shots. That's low.
I had to climb up on the wall last time, so I missed
That's
all
all
that.
right.
So we're only in round
All
3.
right. So everybody's getting down with melee weapons and getting in close and personal.
Except
Farlight.
Farlight shooting arrows.
Yeah.
Okay. I see short.
where I'm
Okay,
at, I
short
just feel
bow.
like-
Sorry, I saw
Yep.
These
short
are artillery.
sword and- yeah, I saw short bow and short sword, and I misread it. Okay. All right. So this guy's going to be on an initiative count 10 too. So how do I change that from here?
You can just edit it on the combat tracker directly.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Or you can slide them up and down, I think, too, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
there's a few-
control.
2E.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You have to change it in the init on the tracker.
I
Just
change
click
it.
in
Yeah.
for
I don't like.
control.
I really don't
Scroll.
like the drag and drop stuff in fantasy. I don't like the drag and drop functionality. I'd rather either type it or have some type of a control or a
Yeah.
button. Especially in inventory, that's the absolute worst. I just type it like in location, you know, like when you want to put something inside of a backpack or whatever.
You can drag
Okay.
and drop it into a backpack?
Yeah,
know
you
that.
can drag and drop, but I always type when I want something to go
Yeah.
somewhere because it's just a pain in the ass.
But you're
All
a
right.
command line guy too.
Not a command line. I'm a UI guy, dude. I don't like command line. Command
Really?
line. Yeah, I don't like command line. I don't like using command line. I do enough programming, dude, where I don't want to have to enter in commands
That's
to
what I
get
mean.
something, you know. Yeah, no, programming's it's a lot different, man, than using command line stuff. So we use editors. All right. So what was I? Okay. So troglodyte 2. Same thing. I'm just swiping, like
These guys.
viciously swiping. Oof.
Oh.
Forearm hit. Oh, he swipes okay. So you get hit in the forearm, and it's just raked. It's very deep gashes in your forearm. Those claws. Okay, miss. Delay. You guys better drop these guys quick, or there's gonna be a death, dude.
Somebody's gonna drop soon. Yes.
Somebody's gonna drop, man.
Are you playing Death's Door or not?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, especially at level 1.
Y'all
man.
gonna need it. For me.
You're gonna need it. Okay, so let's get. Okay, so Trog 2. All right, so Trog 2.
Wow.
But they're both fast. Huh? Yeah.
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 Well, they're natural weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Natural weapons don't have net weapon speed. Yeah.
they're like not too crazy. I think you guys needed to melee these guys.
No, I did have a question. If we're kind of learning here, did Arawak, did he have the option to maybe go all defensive or dodge this round if he wanted to?
He can, yeah, but he
I
chose
could have went
to.
parry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first swing. It's a hit.
He's down.
Oh my god, dude. How many? What's your negative?
1.
Negative
I'm
1.
a -1 right now.
Okay. So yeah, so with that hit, he's running over here. He's gonna run over to Garrick. God, it's lagging. He's gonna run over to Garrick, and he can't do anything else at that point. So he's gonna end.
Gonna
Arawak
make it easier.
is
on
bleeding out. Wow, it's really bugging.
You guys got 9 rounds to finish these off and
Right.
All right.
hobble me back to a place that's safe because I'm useless now.
My advice is melee. God, it's lagging bad, man. I don't know what happened, but I'd like to fix that. You got 2 targets there, Starlight.
Yeah. Well, it's because it was lagging. Okay.
It was
here we go.
lagging, yeah.
I'm going to target troglodyte number 2. So I
Okay.
think Garrick has got number 1 well in hand.
Okay.
So I take off my bow shot, and then I'll drop my bow and prepare for melee. Here we go.
Sounds
All
good.
All right, Farlight. Taking the +2 height advantage.
You get 2
Yeah.
shots, right?
And
Yep.
2 shots.
okay,
+2 is +2, man.
1. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
That's a stack on
Drop
that one, and let's drop. Hey, and even if I rolled the wrong, yeah, even if I used my longsword, it would have been a better smack. But here we go. All right.
What's up with
So
you
there's
guys
2
in the
points of
twos?
damage. Since it's only the 2 of us, do you want me to? I'm going to be continuing to hit Troglodyte 2. Do you want me to take the second one now
Go
or
ahead.
delay? Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
We can expedite it, man.
Don't
It's
forget
there's-
your +2. Yep.
Yep. There we go.
And come on.
What is it?
yeah.
At least averaging out. So had better bonuses, but there we go. And then I'm dropping the bow and drawing my short sword as I jump down and move.
Did you
to be
take 2?
prepared.
You took 2 shots and did all that?
Yeah, all right. Well, if you can put me down on the ground, then I could just drop.
You can't
drop.
move at all.
Yeah. Just stand up.
Okay.
Yeah, the next round you can drop down and get in. Climbing up would cost you an action, but I'll say that you can leap down. Being the elf, fancy-footed elf that you are, you can jump down, and then next round you can get an attack off. Okay. So who's up? Garrick?
Yeah.
Got Garrick? Okay, Garrick.
Sword from up top.
Eventually get there. I've clicked the. There it goes. Okay.
There it goes.
can't-
The other one, yeah, target the other
Yeah,
one.
not that one.
Target this guy.
Yeah.
And target this guy. Okay, and you're gonna hit him with your sword. His head's right there.
Yeah.
Jab straight forward into his face. And all
What a
right.
fight. What a fight,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
All right. Now I
That
wish he
one's-
was large.
That
Yeah,
one, he
no.
sunk into its shoulder, man, like completely.
Oh, you got it.
Look at that.
It's down.
Yeah.
So like it went in about 8 inches into his shoulder. It was almost hard to pull out. It went so deep into his shoulder, and this thing lets out a cry of pain and just hits the ground. Okay. Which will remove him from the board.
Unconsciously Arab walk cheers.
Dude.
Should,
Okay.
Question: should we be seeing the
Wanna
the
jump
creatures in the tracker too? Because
No, I have it hidden. I have it hidden. Yeah. I'm playing around with a few things to see what I like. Yeah, I have. There's a few other ideas I have with that too that I don't know if I'm gonna.
Since
stick
Garrett
with
didn't have to move to get there, does he have the opportunity to move now?
He can
If he
hop
wants
If I
down.
could move, I would jump down.
He can
Okay.
hop down. That's it.
Okay.
Hop
Down.
down. Just like
Where do you want to
man.
hop? You want to just hop right down there, right?
Yeah.
You'd be right there on him. Okay.
I'll be right there. I'm gonna be able to kill this one and then tend to airway.
All right. Well, he's
Or
gonna
walk.
swing at Garrick right when he lands there because it's his turn. So this Trog's gonna swing at him. I'm just telling you, you jump down right in front of him right there, and it's his turn to
I'm gonna be the last one on the island.
it's a bite, and it's a bite. It's a bite attack too, guys. It's a bite.
Yeah, I can't remember what my AC was.
It's a bite. Yeah, it's a
It
bite.
is.
It's got his delayed bite, so he takes a bite.
8.
Okay, he misses, so he completely missed you.
At least it wasn't a bite out of crime.
It was.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and give me your initiatives all against Arrow. Well, Airwhack, you can give me a static initiative too.
Okay. There is.
I'll stay
Garrett?
at a 99.
Yeah.
I ain't doing shit.
Seriously,
See, they should have made it
Or-
86
I
because I've
know.
been 86th.
You would have. I had a feeling you were going to take those guys out too. You just got unlucky with the raking of the claws. Okay, guys. Yeah, it's triple
All right.
attack. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, it is. First level. It's all about the dice.
Yep. Okay,
Okay.
so
Action
Garrett.
economy, we didn't have it.
I run
No,
around.
well, it's the troglodyte's turn, bud.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
That's the
no,
problem with not being
yeah.
combat track.
You're not running
Okay.
anywhere yet. Okay, so he's gonna take 2 swipes
That's right, 'cause he's got natural weapons.
He missed with both, and then he's going to delay that.
Garrick, you must not just be relying on dexterity for armor class.
No, he's not.
Zip, 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 zip.
Farlight,
Okay.
you're up.
All right.
You're behind
so,
that sundial, but you get a good view of that trog, so
Okay, so I'm running over here.
I'm going to
Just
reboot it
stand
after this, guys.
behind.
Just
I'm standing
speed it.
over Arawak's dying body as if
Mhm.
to protect him, but really to.
You're not wearing a kilt,
to
are
get some
you?
flanking, right?
You do get
Um,
flanking. You
yeah.
do. Wait. Well,
He
Garrick,
shows him facing me, but he was trying to bite at Garrick.
Garrick,
right? So-
yeah, Garrick will get flanking. You won't.
Okay.
Correct, Scoot?
So the way that flanking works is this area
Yeah. It's all
and
within the.
this area are considered flanks. So anything outside of so say 270 degrees.
Yeah.
So he's him being back here. If he's back here, and
Yeah.
he could be, if I can move him, which I can. But if I could, if he was standing here, if the troglodyte's facing him,
Yeah. Who?
Garrick has
or-
flank. Garrick
Yeah.
has flank if the troglodyte's facing.
Farlight.
if he's facing
Farlight.
Farlight. Right.
Garrick would have flanking in this position
Yeah.
and this position as well.
Okay.
But isn't it facing Garrick because it attacked him?
Yeah, it's been attacking me.
Yeah.
Correct. So
In which
unless
case
he
I would have
turned,
flanking.
so a monster or a player gets a free
You
ability
know what
to
threw me
turn
off?
if something moves in.
I didn't have him turned. You're right. I forgot he had bit.
Yeah.
I had the facing
Double cross.
indicator on Farlight. So it's like this. So far, yeah. So Farlight has a rear attack on him then.
Yes.
It's rear attack. He's
It is a rear attack.
yeah,
But I
which
will
is-
say this, and it's against us, but
Yeah.
just so the rules out there, the troglodyte can turn to face him for free when he moves into position. But
Yeah.
he will not be able to turn face Garrick
Back.
as back, correct,
Okay, so
until
Okay.
it's his action.
Right. So, but my question is right now, Farlight actually has rear attack advantage on this, so it's going to be
He does.
+2. Okay. Yeah, I had forgot to change it's lagging so bad, it's like tripping my brain up. I'm honestly going to reboot after this, and kind of clear whatever caching that it's got going on here. So go ahead.
I need to ask a question now.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get a backstab multiplier?
No, you just get
Okay.
rear attack.
Because
Yeah.
And
he knows you're there.
Take a rear attack.
I'll take-
Yeah.
Rear attack.
Well, that's what I'm
rear
saying.
attack.
It's like I have a
Not
I have a
thief.
backstab. All I have is the backstab. I don't have a.
Are you
there's no,
are you a thief? You're a
Yes.
multi-class thief.
I'm multi-class.
Yeah, you're a
I'm-
multi-class thief.
Yep. And I am behind his
Yeah.
back.
Give me
Well,
give me a stealth check on that.
Okay.
Just give me a stealth. This is how we ran it in my other game.
All right.
I forgot you're a multi-class mage thief. Yeah.
Where's my stealth check? Tumbling,
It'll lose
Taylor.
you.
It does.
Yeah, the creature
I'm like,
has to
looking
be
at all
on.
these things on my things here. Move silently is the stealth check,
or
right?
hide in
Yes.
shadows.
Do move silently.
Okay.
Okay. Which is crazy because it's like
They have the
I
stars.
will do it
in
in
it.
the open because I can't see my tower right now. If you
Your
don't care,
tower's not.
Yep.
I
You
couldn't
there?
see your-
it's in the open, right? So it's in the open, and look at that! I rolled a number 1 success by
Yeah.
24.
Yeah,
So
that's
you get a
pretty
+4 to the attack roll.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, quietly
Plus
over. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me go back to my
Your
actions
powers.
tab, and I'm going to put the effect on myself.
So Farlight
Yeah.
slunk around the sundial and snuck up behind
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Yep.
Precisely.
Then you're
And
attack.
okay,
I got it.
and then do I put?
Well,
and
if
at first
you
it's
attack,
like I hit.
you hit him.
Got it. Okay.
That's
All
what I
right.
would do.
Back to powers, so that I can see my weapons. Long
I see it.
sword.
I got yours. Yeah. So do the what is it here?
You can't attack. a backstab with a longsword.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's not a piercing weapon. It has to be a short sword.
Or sort of smaller, like a dagger type of thing.
Yeah.
Then can I reroll with the dagger?
You'd have
Which
to
is
switch
weird.
weapon. You'd have to switch weapons out. Why don't we just do this? Instead of doing the backstab multiplier, let's just give you a +4 to hit from the back. Don't worry about the
I
extra
missed
damage.
anyway.
Yeah.
Terrible roll.
Yeah.
Right. So okay, I missed, and there we go.
You did miss?
I missed.
Yeah, he's down at the bottom
With the
there.
with the +4 and everything, I rolled a
Rolled an
2.
8.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
modified rolled an 8.
Were you targeted on? You weren't targeted on anything. That's why I didn't see it.
Oh really? You think the 8 will hit? Here, let me drop the 8 on him. It's a
No,
miss.
I just didn't see what I meant was I didn't see that it was a miss because you weren't targeted, so I didn't see the little sword icon. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, all right. So let's do this.
So
Airwhack. Yeah, look, there's like a problem. Like I honestly think we need to reboot. I can't even advance the tracker now.
Oh, is it getting worse? All right.
Yeah, it's like it's been bugging. Yeah, I can't even advance the tracker. I'm gonna reboot. I can't
I hate
re-advance
when
it.
that happens.
I can't advance it. I'm completely stuck. All right, I'm gonna reboot this, man, and then hopefully it will speed it up. So give me like 30 seconds here.
Let me.
No problem.
Darn it! I was gonna save my
Jesus. Script execution invalid parameter. Jesus, man.
turbo, dude. I stopped using turbo
I'm gonna turn that shit off right now, man.
because I was running into issues when I started using that one.
Yeah, I had a bad feeling about that.
What
I
does
didn't
that
even
do?
want it.
Speed things up?
It's supposed to speed combat evolutions through the combat tracker by up to 58%, and
Yeah, right.
I've noticed I've had all kinds of issues when I started using it.
Yeah, no, that's why I never wanted to use it. I'm surprised it was on right now. I didn't even want to turn that on. I must have been
Yeah,
playing
maybe
with
the
it
save
last
out.
night. I don't like using too many extensions anymore, man. Like I'm starting to like turn off a ton of mine because just I'd rather
Yeah.
do it manually than try to automate everything. It actually winds up stepping on my toes more than it's helpful. So
Yeah, they need a couple.
I can't think
performance
when things
updates.
start. That's the thing too, is when things start breaking. I'm so focused on trying to fix that shit. I completely lose my train of thought in the game. You know,
Yep.
so it's like and I can't fucking can't get it out of my mind. Like that whole combat right there, I'm bothered because it's lagging so bad, and I'm like trying to figure out what and it's whatever. My attention needs to be on the game. So less extensions, the better.
Yep. You're running a good game though. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was running 5e a lot, and this is actually the first game that I've run like in 2e. I play in a lot of 2e games, but this is the first one I've run, so I'm running into a lot of rule check scenarios right now that I wouldn't otherwise have run into. So, plus I get some of them mixed too between the two editions. Need to get the
We'll try
filthy.
playing
Tell me
5e,
about that.
Hackmaster,
That's going to happen now.
and
Yeah.
2e.
Wait till we throw in Castles and Crusades and see how many
Yeah.
we can get going on at once. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, seriously. All right, the server is back up. I still got the frickin' host is running different version than client. Yeah, I gotta see. There's some things I gotta figure out what the hell is going on. Turned off turbo. I really hope I didn't corrupt. You know what I did? What I'm thinking that's caused this, and I've never had issue before. But what I've been working on my laptop in my bed, like that's what I was working on the game last night. Right, I was prepping everything on my laptop so that I copied the root folder, the SmiteWorks folder, and then I went to my PC, my tower, and deleted the Fantasy Grounds folder and then just dropped this version. I've done that a million times, right? That's how I transfer it from machine to machine. I hope that didn't corrupt something by doing that, because I should not be getting the host version is different than the client. I've never seen that before. Anyway, we'll see. I'll fix it later. I know I can fix it. So
I put all my campaign data up in Git, and then I do a sync thing between all my devices. So it syncs between the devices, but I never touch the executables.
Yeah, I have it OneDrive syncing, but it's I turn off syncing during the game, obviously.
No, I don't use a OneDrive. I'm syncing directly to another computer.
Yeah, but when you do the campaign folder, is it going to take in the
I
only
don't
thing that
do
can
campaign. Campaign I set to Git. I do that in Git, and then that's when I want it to. So when I'm done
that's what I'm
playing, then
saying.
I'll
You're
do
only Yeah, so you're only syncing the campaign folder, right? So you can pull the campaign into any rig that you're on, correct?
correct, and then I'm syncing like my images directory.
Yeah, I'll look at that.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. How you're using Git as your little cloud so you can go from device to device.
It's the one thing I hate about Fantasy Grounds is when you have to switch rigs. I'm almost positive that's the problem that I'm running into right now. Something got corrupted. I've never had it corrupt before by doing that, but I have a feeling like the manifest log for like what version I'm running is corrupted or something. Anyway, I'll go and fix it later. I can still, luckily, I can back up. Hopefully, the campaign isn't corrupted. I could just reinstall and redrop the campaign.
If the campaign was
see.
corrupted, you'd be seeing the issues.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, guys, if it's back, everybody back in, back up. All right, let's drop this guy and get this party started. So where are we here? We got Garrick. Farlight just went. Garrick is up right now. Okay, so Garrick, go ahead and take your shot. I think you guys
All
are
right.
gonna.
All right.
With the long sword, right?
Yeah.
Let's make sure that you have number 2 targeted.
I'd like to get the first crit here.
Never say, oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
Okay, okay, long sword. Okay. The Wilhelm scream. I love it. Okay. So I can't even remember, guys. Was this the delayed? Because I got so sidetracked there. Was this the delayed bite? Let's just say that it was the delayed bite. Okay.
Yeah.
I got completely befuddled right there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's the delayed bite.
That's a crit.
Is that
that's a fucking crit.
It's like a crowd cheering against us. Oh my god! Like,
well, it wasn't as bad as it could have been, though. It wasn't as bad as it could. So he definitely bit in hard on Garrick right there.
Gotta take some blood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead and roll your. Yeah.
It, right?
Yeah.
Right,
look how
so
much
Garrick,
Nice.
Look how much faster it's running too now. It's running like 10 times faster now.
All right. Long sword for Farlight.
Yeah, it's running like butter right now that we rebooted. I'm gonna do that every time it starts doing that. It's not even worth trying to fight it. Just stop what you're doing, reboot for 30 seconds, man.
Well, part of Farlight's mission is he wanted to seek a mentor for his rogue skills. Now he's like learning by experience. He can't
He's
backstab
definitely
with
learning.
these long swords.
Yep.
I never knew that.
2 claw swipes hit Garrick, both.
Ooh, damn it.
I'm on fire today, man.
It's bound to happen.
Well, I guess I was serious when I said I wanted to kill off the elves. Okay,
You're gonna kill them all off.
Right?
I'm gonna kill them. I guess so. All right, so let me delay
You said
that.
too many. You didn't say how many. Too many.
Exactly.
Town. 3 dwarves walk into town.
I love it. All right, Farlight.
All right,
Come on,
Farlight
man. Come on, crit. Somebody kill something.
Can I take my my backstab advantage though? Right, at least take that. So let me do that. Is pop over to the powers. I'm going to try and use that.
Well, he's a warrior there now, man. So it's just going to be a rear attack. So let's do +2 instead of 4. He's a warrior there now. Yeah, you swung and missed. He knows you're behind. Exactly.
Regular flanking bonus.
Yes.
Okay. And here we go. Longsword. Beat done by us. You did 17.
You did.
Let me drop it on him.
You're not targeted, but make sure you target him when you roll the hit. Yeah.
There we go. Although Farlight rolled it, I dropped it on there, and it says Garrick hit with a longsword. But whatever. That's
well, you probably because you're both.
Depends who your active character is, right?
Right. Okay. Now let's switch it over to Farlight as the active character. So it's hopefully still gonna be. I'll now drop that on him again.
Just roll the damage. Just roll the damage and we'll
just want to make sure it comes. Just in case we had some difference of like Strength bonus 6.
There you go, dude. There you go.
Smacker.
Is he
Is that
down
ten?
finally?
It doesn't say. Yeah, attack at Trog 2, 6. I'm waiting to see. There's no update yet.
You
Ye-
killed him,
Nothing.
dude.
You didn't
You
have him
killed him.
targeted with the damage.
You didn't have him targeted. Yeah, you didn't. Here.
I did
You
have him
killed
targeted. There is no doubt. I dropped it directly on him to hit. So, yeah. All right.
No,
There
not
you
for
go. There
the
we go.
damage though.
Not
There
for
we
the
go.
damage.
Okay.
You
He's
killed him.
gone.
You killed
All
him.
right.
That was a rough battle, dude. Like
Okay.
All right.
technically
I'm like
and
huffing and
everything.
puffing.
Here.
I drop my long sword and I turn around and look at Harawak. And
Yeah.
I look at Garrick and say,
Well,
you
first
said
of all,
he is a friend of yours, right?
check for coins and stuff first.
Check
Oh
his
my
pockets.
God! Did I just hear that? It's his second coins.
Let's get him. Let's get.
All
him
right,
to,
guys. Technically,
stabilize.
fucking Fantasy Grounds like threw a monkey wrench in smooth combat. So what are you guys doing right now? Just let's
We gotta save
cinematic me
Harawak
here.
alive.
We're gonna
Okay.
stabilize him.
I'm laying unconscious.
Okay. What are you doing again, Airwalk? Just kidding, dude. Sorry.
Laying
Bad joke.
unconscious.
Bad joke. Bad joke. All right. He's got. You have enough time to stabilize him and staunch his wounds. What do you guys? Do you guys have any equipment on you that you can? What do you
Attribute to
have?
this?
No.
Yeah,
Look.
attribute to this.
I mean, if I have to bind his wounds with sacks, I do have that. Let me see if Garrick
I'm
has
checking.
anything as
I'll
well.
I'll take care of Garrick. You just take care of you. I'll
Yeah.
take a look.
If I don't have anything on me, Garrick would I don't know, maybe use survival or something to kind of check around to see if there's maybe any herbs he can find that might stabilize him.
Okay. Noted. Let me see here.
And yeah, I mean, we can make bandages from.
Yeah.
I've got sacks that we can cut into ribbons and use.
Okay. You also have fishing tackle, so thank God for that,
Yep.
and a fishing
Yep.
hook, so you can sew his wounds.
In my belt pouch, I have 3 potions of healing.
Oh,
Someone search it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, search around him and
I'm
Well, they were
kidding.
searching for coins already, right? So they probably-
yeah, you guys were searching for coins already.
I have no potions of healing.
Oh, I was
Cool.
gonna say it.
That Spencer
Alright,
was
one-
rolling with
3
it was
potions of
really
healing.
surprising.
One for
to
me, one for Farlight, one for Garrick, and one for
Yeah.
Arawak.
I thought you did. Well, I believe what you say when you say you have a healing potion in your inventory. I don't have time to check all that. Let's see. What has he got? He's got stacks, small, large. Okay. He's got pants, blah, 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 blah. But you can staunch his wounds and secure him, but he's going to just go up to about 1 hit point. Does anyone have any healing?
I don't think I have any, unless I can make some kind of a healing paste out of plants and stuff. But I don't know if I have that skill.
That's a good question, man. How does with Death's Door?
You have the-
With Death's Door, if they staunch the wounds, does it put you back up to 1 hit point, or are you just going to stay there unconscious?
I think
I'll
it's
be at 1 hit point.
0. I
He stays unconscious. We'd have to get him.
But,
back down.
Right. That brings
Wow.
us, which is perfect. It's like it's like we need better healing than we can give him. Let's take him back to Orlane, right?
Okay, it's going to slow it. It's
Yeah.
going to take you about 2 days of carrying him across the plains out of the
Well, maybe we
forest.
can make some kind of a sled thing.
Yeah.
We can drag him at least.
Or
Yeah,
with the
okay.
2 of us, we can make a stretcher and
Yeah.
carry
Okay.
it. Yes.
All right.
Well, I don't know. We
Yeah.
heard those wind chimes. Maybe they're not too far from us.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
We heard them.
Right.
We heard the wind chimes off in the distance.
Wow.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't know that
The
yet.
wind
I
chimes
can't
are where we're at.
I can tell you this.
Oh, them.
Where you
the other
guys
group.
were, you were about a day from Orlane on the East Road on the Duke's Highway. You
Oh.
guys are up in the dim forest.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
different wind
But
chimes,
nice.
I guess.
But nice try though. Definitely nice try. Definitely nice try.
Okay.
So
God, if
this
Airwalk
is
isn't
what.
a grumpy fuck, he's gonna be one now.
Oh, dude, he's gonna wake up in a village
In
full
a
of
town.
people he hates. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So
you all
here's
do
what
know
we'll do.
about wood elves, right?
Yep.
I do. I read
Yeah.
about. It's like
Well, we're Grogark, And
Mhm.
we're worse than wolf elves.
How about
Yeah,
Grugak.
they're
trucks?
Very
Anything on the trucks
xenophobic.
at all?
Yeah,
they're
because we know that
very
they threw javelins, and so do there anything else on these stinky troglodytes?
just weapons and stink is what you
Okay.
find on them. No coinage, no healing, nothing of use. Just
All right.
javelin and yeah, they travel light.
Is it worth it
And
to? Yeah. Oh, they
I heard
no,
that
the
that
javelins
that,
are not worth it. So
You
that
can
if you milk their liver, it can make a potion of healing.
Wow.
God. So check it out. This is what we'll do. So all right, so you guys can spend you guys are crafty, you're elves. You can spend about an hour creating a rudimentary
stretcher.
brain stretcher. My brain just went dead right there.
Yeah.
And then it's going to take you about twice as much time to get back to Orlane. So I would say about 2 days, but you can make it back.
We'll
Would
do
you
If
that.
that's what you want.
say that would be bed rest for Arrowwalk?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So he'll regain 1 hit point at least.
By the
the
time they
first
get back,
day.
yeah, you'll be able to stand up by a little bit before they're able to get back into Orlane.
Okay.
Let's do it
Okay.
that way.
Don't fall and take 1 hit point. Though.
Right.
Yeah. So he's
I've got good dexterity, damn it.
so he's regained some of his 1 hit point by a little bit before you guys reach the town. And I'm gonna fade this.
Guys, I gotta bounce because I gotta take my daughter to work.
Okay, hey
I
Scoot,
forgot
thanks.
about
Hey,
that.
thanks for helping, man, and thanks for
Nice
joining,
meeting
dude.
you, too.
Appreciate it.
Plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for watching me die the first time.
Well,
We're
now
almost
I know I
done,
can't-
dude. So you're not
It's
gonna miss.
perfect because
quite
it gives us.
technical.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
talk to y'all later.
All right,
Cheers.
That was
brother.
back into
Take care.
Orlane.
Thank you.
Okay, we're almost. This is what we'll do,
Almost
guys, because we're almost there. We'll
Wait.
fade to black on this scene, and I'm gonna bring it back to. Was there something you wanted to say, Mike?
Just before we leave, once we have him stabilized, is there
Yeah.
anything to these runes that we saw around the sundial? Because I'm looking at the curvature of this wall, and it looks almost like something would cast a shadow depending on the season, right? As it moves on longitude or whatever. So I'm just curious.
There's
Like, at least
nothing. I know what you're thinking, and no,
Yeah.
there isn't
Okay.
that. No, if there was something like that, it's time has long since erased it. Yeah, so I know exactly what you're looking for, and no, not that you can discern from that.
Okay.
But good question, though. Absolutely a good question. I knew somebody was going to ask that too. That's funny.
You can note it though where it's at on the map or roughly where it's at.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can note it. Another thing, guys, that's great. I'm glad someone brought up the notes. The reason why I created the shared drive is so that when we're playing the game, it makes it easier for everybody to track. Everybody can go in and write in the notes in there, right? Versus doing it in Fantasy Grounds. I know in Temple of Elemental Evil, we actually write it in the notes section in game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's better. It's better and cleaner. Just do it in the shared drive because then you can access it outside of the game. You can modify it, add it. So just have it open, and then everybody can get in there. The problem with the notes in Fantasy Grounds is that the person that created is the only person that can edit it.
Yeah.
And then so like with the shared drive, everybody can just open that shared drive up, open up NPCs. I have one called, you guys can create a file in there, like running notes for the campaign. I have one called NPCs. You can create a different file if you want. I'm not adverse to that, but I was going to have one where it listed all the important NPCs, and then there was going to be one with the running story, which is the one that I'm pretty much in charge of, and then there was going to be player notes. So I'll go in there and kind of organize things a little bit, and then I'll post my ideas about it later. But just keep that in mind that's how we'll keep track of everything when we're playing the game. All right, so we're gonna fade back from the technical issues on that, dude, just terrible. We're gonna fade back here, and I'm gonna read you guys something, and then we'll wrap it up here really soon. But there's some cool stuff that I want to read to you guys.
All right. Cool. Well, yeah, I think by the end of this, we'll all be together, the whole party.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
hoping to do
Yeah.
too. It's hard, when you split up the party like that, it's just okay. So
It'll
I'm
be a
gonna
good
end
mix of
that.
characters here too.
A very good, yeah. Okay, clear initiative. That's good. I like to keep this all clean right here. Call to the Reptile God prologue. Okay. That was the part I worked on really late at night too. I did so much like asset gathering. I've been working, like I said, another thing that sucked up a lot of my time is all the maps. You guys have no idea how many maps I had to like bring in, and I haven't even done the line of sight on them yet. Just finding the right ones because I'm really picky about the images. It's just taking up all
Sure.
my time.
Yeah, Ember was saying you were being doing a lot of work
A
and
lot. Yeah.
being very secretive.
I have to be, man. I can't
Yeah,
tell my wife that. Then people are gonna think I'm playing favorites with my wife. Okay, so here you go, guys. You ready for this? All right. So let me get you some music here. I had to turn off that other music. It was making me nervous when the technical issues were going on.
Yep.
Can you hear that? It's like a nice farm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So finally, operative word, finally, staying always to the right of the creek. And this is for Team A, right? This is for Loman and Brennis and Talissa and Shadow, okay?
Yeah.
Finally, staying always to the right of the creek, you enter a region of prosperous farms surrounded by fields of grain or pastures for cows and goats. A cluster of buildings and trees becomes visible ahead, and the stone walls of a temple beyond that. Orlane, it must be. At the outskirts of Orlane, a large grove of elms is visible to your left, to the north, and I'll share the map with you momentarily, while several wooden buildings border the road to the right, to the south. Again, I'll share those in a minute. Just a little bit of what you guys saw on the way here. Seen some farmlands like that.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And you also
That's
saw
great.
when you wound up in Orlane, you saw that as you're walking
Oh
in.
man.
Okay.
So I'm picky about this shit, man.
Cool.
And then
That old woman
Like
looks suspicious.
Remind me
Yeah,
of
you-
home.
yep. And then there's the map of Orlane.
Nice.
Yep. Like that map.
Yeah, I like the hand drawn stuff. And let's see here. Am I missing
Oh, the
anything?
contrast is cool too, with the greens, the blue.
Yeah, they did a good job on this. There was a few of them. I really liked this one a lot. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is the one from the original module, by the way. That's the Welcome to Orlane. I still retain the original art too, because there's something to be said about the classic artwork. So
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll always share that with you guys in there. And I named them. With this one, I didn't actually. I'll give it a better name here. Welcome to Orlane. This is because this is an official one.
I like the barbarian sitting on his thumb.
I do. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, so I try to give them intelligent names so that when you go back into image, you don't just have to search for unidentified image. You know, I like to give
Right.
them a name that makes sense so you can find it later. Yeah, so Orlane stretches out before you, and I think we'll stop it there, guys. I have a bunch of stuff prepped beyond this, but let me get buffered and do some writing. This was all custom writing, and I want to do a lot of custom writing for the different pinpoints on here, which is quite a large amount of pins. So let's we'll pause it there, and then we can pick it up. I'm not adverse to doing it more than twice a month. I could do it 3-4 times a month. You guys just let me know what works for you, okay?
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
and I really do like
fantastic.
the 7 o'clock start time that you have for the next one is a good one for me. I don't know.
Oh,
I
you
like
mean
that.
the 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, 7 o'clock is better for you?
Yeah, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
that works for me.
Is that better for everybody? Everyone
For
like
me
it later?
is. Yeah.
I can
Okay.
work.
Central. So yeah.
Okay, we can do that for sure. We can do that. We can bump it up. All right, gentlemen. Well, I hope you had a good time. I hope there wasn't too many
Yes.
hiccups.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
Good
session.
job, man.
Hey,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Thanks for the technical assistant, Mike. Appreciate it. And I
No
should have
worries. We're happy to have you.
Nice meeting you, Amber.
It was nice meeting you too.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice meeting, Lauren. Yep.
Looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
Really enjoyed it, man. I like DMing. I like preparing the stuff. I really like prepping everything, and I need to go through. It's so much work. You got to bear with me while I get the rules on lock because it's like it's just so much work doing all the writing, all the art, all the encounter. You know, like it just takes a lot of time. It's just going to take practice.
Mhm.
So the more that I run it,
so
the
the
better
goats
it'll
like
be
this.
for me. That's the way I feel about it.
Fish.
Never
Thank you
feel,
for the raid. Thank you for
never
the
hesitate
raid.
to call me out on something
should
I'm doing
concentrate
wrong
on
as
friend.
far as rules. So. Because I like to learn them and I like to get them correct. I'm like kind of rules heavy. I like to use a lot of the more advanced optional rules.
Go ahead.
And I'm definitely not going to be able to keep it all straight in my head at all times. So.
Whittling away at that.
Oh, and by the way, before you guys go, this is what I'm going to use the party token here. So let me do this really quick.
You could also get rid of Satoshi.
Who
Because you need
played?
to.
Who
You need